What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement. We're back in the basement. Yankees already have a 2-0 lead. Top of the second. Yankees already have a 2-0 lead, but the Mets have first and second. Nobody out. They're trying to answer right back. So, OG Cellar Dweller Basement Bouncer Bruin in the basement. What's up, man? Yup, first as always, man. Back on it. First as always, brother. How you been, man? Yankees looking good start here. I know Toronto is playing Florida right now. I will check in on that from time to time. They got first and second. Marte's up. Why? We got it. Let me get back on here, man. I just lost my screen. Hold on. Looks like we're okay. It's been a minute. A lot going on, as you guys know. Shout out. Let's see. Yep, we're all good. All right. We're all good. Okay, there we go. Why is it blank? Can you see me? Is it blanking in and out for you too? Oh, and 2 on Marte right now. Why they got to verify it's me all of a sudden? Hold on, guys. Boy, the security is like getting huge in this stuff, man. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. All right, there we go. Marte fouled it off, so it's 1-2 still. 1-2. What's going on, guys, man? Getting exciting times going on. Shout out to Rocco, of course. You see him. I have him in the bottom of the screen there. Got all his jerseys lined up behind me. We can get into that too. I'm still setting up. You guys know how it is. 1-2 on Marte. Next pitch by Fried. Another foul off. All right, we're rocking and rolling now. Bruin Gunner, another cellar dweller accounted for. Gunner's in the basement. Another basement bouncer are both accounted for. Justin, how about those Knicks? Yes, how about the Knicks, Justin? Another cellar dweller accounted for. Man, Justin, the Knicks shocking the world. We're going to keep it moving too, man. We're going to beat Indiana. Manav, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav's in the basement. Rick the Ninja, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Rick, Tony, what's going on, Tony? Another cellar dweller accounted for. First, Ozzy accounted for. What is happening, guys? Snazzy. Oh, he struck him out. Struck out Marte. There you go. Still first and second. Gunner, I'll be here till the Bandit game starts at 8 o'clock. Good enough, Gunner. Appreciate you here. Snazzy. Yankees and Knicks. Yes. Daniel, another cellar dweller accounted for. What's happening? Bruin, go Panthers. Well, as you see, got Rocco here with us. I got all his jerseys lined up. We're going to get those. We're going to get all these framed, but he's here with us in spirit. Always here with us, man. That's the way it is. So, but I put all his jerseys up here. We're going to put them in a nice frame, so they're all sitting here. I'm going to rearrange that wall. Getting a few things done here with that. Appreciate all the heartfelt messages. Appreciate all the love and support that you guys always gave to our basement mascot, our forever basement mascot, Rocco. So he's all with us, man. Got them all. Got to have the first 2 winners here right now, though, first. Got to have those first. Alvarez up right now, first and second, 1 out, top of the second. I got you all in here. All right. Let's go Knicks, man. How many people, the media was like, when the Knicks came back down by 20, they just faulted Boston more than us. Oh, they weren't really shooting that well. Well, they had a 20-point lead, and they weren't shooting well, and they still had a 20-point lead in both of those games going into the second half, right? They had a 20-point lead in both of those games. They couldn't close it. And then we heard, oh, well, now they'll sweep the Knicks. The Knicks are up 2-0, but that's really because Boston wasn't playing well. Now they're going to win the next 4 in a row. Then that didn't happen. Then we're up 3-1. Then Boston blew us out in Boston. And now the Knicks are going to lose. That's all we kept hearing. Now, eventually they're going to lose. Eventually, we're not really witnessing this, right? And injuries happen. We know as Knicks last year in the playoffs, Brunson was the last man standing. We had no starters left, right? So, yes, Tatum got hurt. It was a nasty injury. We were already leading in the series, and we were already leading in that game. Oh, no, base hit. Grisham throwing home. Viento scores. Jeff McNeil got that 2-1. Look at that, man. We give it right back. So, yeah, Tatum, we were already leading in the series. Tatum was a part of both of those choke games when you blew it by 20 points. 2 games in a row, you blew it by 20. He was on the floor. It's not like he was out the whole series. Would he have been a factor in that last game? Of course he would have. He's a great player. But still, we were leading in the series, and we were leading in that game that he got hurt. So, whatever the case, Knick fans aren't feeling sorry for anybody with all the injuries we've had over the years. We don't get that pass. We just get mocked and laughed at when we lose. So, anyway, that's what's going on. Quick, another cellar dweller accounted for. Quick is in the basement. What's up, Quick? Yeah, so that's where we are with that, and that's my feeling on that. And, yeah, it was great to beat the Celtics, man. I mean, come on. They've been the top team the past couple of years. They had a strong team. Whatever the case, we outplayed them. Slow roller to second. We got it. All right, Yankees got out of it. We're up 2-1 going to the bottom of the bottom of the second. So the Knicks in Indiana start on Wednesday, I believe. Wednesday. Toronto and the Panthers are in Game 7 right now. It just started right now. I will be keeping my eye on that game. I really hope Jonathan Quick retires as a Ranger. I think he will, Snazzy. We signed him for another year, which was a great thing. I love that we got Mike Sullivan as head coach. I mean, he's going to be 40, right? I love that they re-signed him. Quick has played. This season is not on Igor or Quick at all. This whole space here, this whole space was wide open all the time. Never cleared out in front of the net. Never cleared it out. Igor and Jonathan Quick were under duress the entire season. We got the best goalie tandem in the league, starter and backup. So I love that they re-signed Quick for another season. I think you're going to see Mika out of here. I think you're going to see Kreider gone. Unfortunately, I think Kreider's going to go. He's an all-time Ranger. He's a Hall of Famer to me. But I think he's going to go. I think there's going to be some changes there. Our defense definitely needs help. Our defense needs help. Our defensive strategy needs help. The team quit on Laviolette. They just quit on him. But we can't keep hiring and firing coaches every 2 years, although I don't think you'll see Sullivan fired after 2 years. I think we got our guy. Laffy Taffy, another cellar dweller, OG cellar dweller in the house. What is up, Laffy? How you been, man? How you been? Thanks, Manab. Yeah. Thanks, Manab. He passed Thursday. Yep. We're at commercial break right now, so yeah. Thursday he passed away. Yeah. Still feeling it. It feels weird down here without him. It does. It feels weird without him. It feels because he's right here or the barking. So we got all his jerseys right here. But yeah, it feels weird. It still does. It's still like a gut-wrenching thing that when I come down here, he's not here, you know? So that's something that time will take care of. You know, I've been through this with many dogs in the past. So they're family, man. It doesn't get easy. DJ LeMahieu has been batting great. Is up now. He had a great game yesterday. Even though we lost, he had a great game. Snazzy, I understand if he did a one-day contract for the Kings, but I hope his last game is as a Ranger. Oh, yeah, I would understand. You know, one-day contract with the Kings, of course. Of course. Way back, another cellar dweller, another Ozzy accounted for. Way back's in the basement. JB in the basement crew. It's been a while. Sorry about right. Yeah, yep. That's why we'll talk about Rocco all night, guys. He'll be a part of the basement forever. Part of the basement forever. So, as I said, I still feel it right here. I feel it right here when I come down here. Expect them here, like here, like, hey. So we got them all lined up here. Yep. Always had a ball with them down here. DJ with Lindor. Great backhanded stab, but can't get that. Definitely will, in my opinion, Schnazzy. Yeah, he's definitely going to retire. I mean, he's going to go to Hall of Fame as an LA King. It would be a shame if he didn't. Way back, what's up? Way back, everybody's saying, what's up? What's up? Bromanov. Did you watch the IPL cricket match today? Who are you talking to, Tony or way back? Yep. Bruin. Yeah, he was. He really was. They didn't think he was going to make it to Christmas last year. They didn't even think he was going to make it to Christmas. Remember when I brought this up to you guys in September, October of last year? They didn't think. Remember they were preparing it. Remember, he wasn't going to make it to Christmas, and he made it all the way to May. He made it to May. Basement strong. He had the mentality. He made it to May. Yep. Austin Wells up right now, man, on first. Strike 2, 0-2. Bruin, good go. Yeah, Bruin, you're killing it in the footy tipping. Wow, Bruin, you're like in third place. Got both a Bandits jersey and an Alec Toots jersey while the game is on Friday. Man, jerseys are expensive, dude. They're expensive. They are expensive. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. That's right. I posted it in the Discord, but yeah. Yeah, it's yeah. There he is, man. Got all his jerseys. We're going to get him framed. Yep. I think Mr. Marine is probably the only other one of the all the regular dwellers and OGs and everybody that doesn't know. So hopefully he pops in tonight. How you been, Manav? What's cooking? Laffy, you got to be watching the Knicks now. Oswald Peraza's up now. The guy is a great fielder, man, but he can't hit the side of a barn with his bat. Peraza, man, he really is an outstanding defensive fielder. I mean, that might have worked well in the 80s, but we need hits, man. We need hits. And since we are getting hits out of a lot of our guys, now Bellinger's coming around. Goldschmidt's killing it. Wow, Goldie is killing it. So, Lindor, that's 1, and Peraza made it. Thankfully, he's fast. Slowly creeping my way back to the penthouse, way back. Bruin is moving up that ladder, man. Oh, if they got Brady Tkachuk, man, that's the kind of player the Rangers need. We need a player like that. We do. Throws it out there, throws his heart and soul on the ice. We need a guy like that. Our team had no energy, none. Laid down like dogs. I'm going to cook some Indian food soon, way back. Guys, I got a good trivia question tonight. Good trivia. I'll say in a minute. Gunnar Rocco was the best mascot this basement could have ever asked for. Yes. Amen. Everybody that owns dogs and had dogs know that is not easy, man. It's not, and it's tough. And I was going to do the Celtics-Knicks game the other night. I knew I wouldn't be able to keep it together. I knew I wouldn't. I didn't want to be on here like that. Just didn't want to be on here like that. But I still feel it, man. Like that's something for life. But over time, we get through it. And that's the best part. The 14 years he gave us, it was worth every minute of it. Recommended Bruin. The view is amazing. And again, guys, thanks for all your support. The messages on Discord really helped me, man. Helped the family. He was a great family dog. To Rock, to the kids, everybody. Rocco was a great family dog. Outstanding. Yep, couldn't ask for a better partner for us. I'm good here. Winter is on its way. It's getting fresh, but days are nice. Yeah, now we're flipping because summer's on the way here, way back. Summer's on the way here, even though today it was really in the mid-70s, and we're going to have a couple of 60-degree days this week. I'll take everything I can get. You know it, defense rules. Yeah, man, we need defense. Our team just quit. Laffy. Just quit. They were an embarrassment to watch. And Micheletti retired. For those that don't know, Micheletti, he probably knew all season he was going to retire also, but he let Sam Rosen have the spotlight, which he should. Sam Rosen, 40 years. So we're going to have Kenny Albert Laffy, do you know who Kenny Albert's partner is going to be? I don't. Is it going to be Dave Maloney? Is it going to be what's the guy's name? I picture him and I can't even think of it. Kenny Albert's taking over for Rosen, and I don't know who's filling in for Micheletti yet. Dave Maloney was a front runner, as I understand, but I'm not sure yet. Imagine if Brady and Matthew, they get Brady and Matthew Nyes. Yeah. We need somebody to help out Igor and Quick. We need defense, too. Braden Schneider, actually, I thought played a pretty good season. DeHaan didn't get any chances. Can't comment on him. Everybody else, I have nothing good to say. I'm sorry. Our defense was atrocious. Atrocious. Just so you know, you gave Rocco the best life Rocco could ever ask for, and he will love you forever. Yeah, man. Yep, we did. Everybody in this house gave Rocco a tremendous life. Rock picked him out when he was like 4 or 5 months old. Yep. Brought him home as a puppy back in 2011. Well, you see, I have it down there. 10-24 of 11. Brought him home. He's just like right in the hand. He was that big. But he was feisty right off the bat. So, yep, she brought him home. He's a great companion to the entire family. I brought him. Max, I told you guys about Max. He was my trucking dog. I took Rocco once for 1 3-month trip with me out there across country, which you guys saw some of the pictures. He was there with me in New Mexico. He was not a trucking dog. Rocco was, as you saw him here, he was on the passenger seat, in the back. On the passenger seat, in the back. Going in circles, barking all the time. Bark, 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 bark. Max, you just put Max on the passenger seat, and he chilled the whole 10-hour drive that I would have that day, the whole 500-600 miles, basically. Rocco would not sit still for those 3 months. He was not a trucking dog. But, you know, when I took him, I'm committed to the 3 months. So when I took him, he was with me. So it was a bit of an adjustment with him out there. But overall, man, he was just full of fun and hilarious, man. Lindor's up. It's now 1-2 on Lindor. 1-2. 2-1 Yankees. Top of the third. Let me keep up with my banner here. Yeah, he was a trip on the road. He really was. And he barked at every animal we passed. Other truckers' dogs, he wanted to tear into them. He did not like other animals. He was great with people. He did not like other animals. I mean, he would go after everything. So, much appreciated, Schnazzy. Much appreciated. Bruin, I was briefly in first place. I remember. And I told you you stumbled down the ladder to what, 7th or 8th? Worked your way right back up. Oh, yes, Laffy. I thought you were being sarcastic about our Rangers. We shouldn't even talk about the Rangers. Right. The Knicks, defense. They've been doing. And Mitchell Robinson, big shout out to him, coming back after all this time. Mitchell Robinson he's even hitting free throws. He is playing unleashed out there. What a beast on the boards that man is. And OG Anunoby hitting threes like Josh Hart. Josh Hart is everywhere. Lindor, Judge gets it. Full stretch out. Judge gets it. Beautiful catch. Boy, Judge is the man. Whew. Yeah, Laffy, we might actually pull it off. The Knicks might actually pull it off. First Eastern Conference Finals since 2000, since 2000, since Jeff Van Gundy was there. Dave Maloney it is. It is Dave Maloney. Okay, good. We got a good staff coming in. Ryan McDonough. Oh, my gosh. How old is he now, though? I mean, Ryan McDonough's been gone so long, I consider him like a Tampa Bay Lightning. And I know he went to the the Predators for a couple of years and then went back. But McDonough's, how old is he now? Like 38, 37? He's got to be old. He's got to be up there. Gunner, the Canes, they dispatched the Capitals like they were nothing. I'm going to throw a question out there for you guys. Juan Soto's up right now getting booed, which, whatever. I don't see the point in booing the guy. Roos and Lions. I got a trivia question. I'm glad you're in here, Laffy. I'm glad you're in here. I got a trivia. 1-1 on Soto. Not for nothing. I know batting in front of Judge. I know Pete Alonso's not Judge, but Pete Alonso's been killing the ball the first part of this year. Soto's still hitting poorly, man. He's hitting really bad. He doesn't do his Soto shuffle anymore either. I don't have a problem with Soto. He never promised he was going to stay here. And quite honestly, since we didn't sign him, we got Fried, Goldschmidt, Bellinger. We got players. Fernando Cruz. That was well, has he worked out well? Way back, that was one of the rare times, maybe the third time ever in my short tipping time at 3 years now, that I took the Roos, and they won. I took the Roos. I took the Hawks, too, way back. I tipped the Hawks. That didn't work out so well. Rocco and Max are playing with each other yeah, they are. They're definitely hanging out with each other. I'll throw a picture up of Max if I never have before, but yeah. Max made it to 15. He passed away in March of 2022. He made it to 15. So they're well-loved dogs, well taken care of, just great for the whole family. We need an ankle tap, Bagger Dave. Struck out Soto. You know what's funny? For all the people that burned, what a waste of money. You burned a Juan Soto jersey, a Yankee pinstripe number 22. His name's not on the back. Why would you burn that jersey? It's a Ben Rice jersey now. See how easy that is? But these idiots that paid all that money for a Yankee jersey and burned it, well, it was number 22. You can't have that. Well, Ben Rice has that number. So you have a Ben Rice jersey now. I mean, it's a Yankee jersey. There's no name on the back. Why would you burn that? It's really stupid. I don't understand. I don't throw money out the window like that. I'm doing as good in the tipping as in the NHL playoffs. Can you guys imagine? My playoff bracket started terribly, and I got the Western Conference Final down. Dallas versus Oilers. I picked that. And I picked the Carolina Hurricanes. I picked them for the ECF, but I told you I went with my Lightning. I thought with my heart. That was dumb. You don't go into betting, tipping, or whatever with your heart. Pete Alonso up, 2 outs. I'm going to type the question here in a minute. Go New York, go New York. Andre, what is going on, man? What's going on, Andre? Andre, good to see you in here, man. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Yeah, man, let's go Knicks. Boom, let's go. If the Knicks win the championship, there will be a Brunson statue outside. Yeah, no joke, huh? Wow. Green Broom, what's up? Laffy, let's bring back the big lisp. Yes. 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 All right, I'm typing the what to say by Bobrovsky. Oh, I'm not watching right now, Broom, but I believe it. Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. Texas is in the basement. What's up, Texas? Good to see you back in here, man. I'll be back on here more regularly. Yeah, why do they go back to like their original historical names. That threw me off a couple years ago too, man. Cellar dwellers, the Aussies in here can answer that better than myself. I kind of understand it, but I'm not the one that should be explaining it. Burning a jersey it really is dumb. It really is dumb. But it's even more dumb, right? When it's a Yankee jersey, someone else eventually is going to take number 22. Someone eventually is going to take it. Wow, they just threw out Pete Alonso. He's saying they didn't foul tip it, and it was a pass ball. Alonso didn't run. They threw him out at first. OG of OGs, Mr. Marine. Staff Sergeant Thomas in the basement. I'm sure you weren't aware, Mr. Marine, because I haven't been on and you're not in the Discord. You can see here at the bottom and see the jerseys, man. Rocco did pass away, Mr. Marine. Rocco has passed away. He fought hard. He fought hard. Remember, he was given not a great diagnosis last fall and think he'd make it past Christmas. And boom, he made it all the way to May. So he passed away a few days ago, Mr. Marine. Mr. Marine was saying, what's up? People burned LeBron James jersey when he went to the Heat a few years ago. I have a LeBron James Cavaliers jersey, Manav. I have one. I sure do. Yep. All right, I'm going to type the question. Whippersnapper, Manav, Texas. Everybody saying what's up? Just catching up here, guys. Catching up. All right, here we're going to type the trivia question. All right, hold on, guys. All right, here we go. You know it's going to take me an hour to type this. Who are the four? There's only four Major League Baseball managers to lead four different teams to the playoffs. Who are they? Who are they? There's four different Major League managers that have led four different teams to the playoffs. Only four of them have done it. Who are they? The logo Freeman, yeah. There you go, Bruin. They're explaining it for you. Yeah, Laffy, I'm Edmonton all day. Edmonton all day. Me too. Me too. Me too. Where the hell is it? I've got it ready to go. We could do those games, man. I got it ready to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm Oilers all the way, Laffy. I'm with you on that. Yep, it is. Gunner, go Bandits, go Bandits. What's the score in the? I'm going to check in a minute. Aaron Judge is up right now, bottom of the third. Looks like he might have flown out. Let me catch my banner up. You guys got to tell me when I'm off on my banner. I'm so not used to doing the banner. There we go. Rocco, General Masca. Yeah. Yep. His organs started failing, Mr. Marine. Is back in the fall. Remember when I told you guys his liver and his heart were not doing well. Weren't doing well, and then his kidneys started shutting down. He became real 1 and 2 on Judge. He became real lethargic during this past week. At the beginning of like the Tuesday after Mother's Day, he wouldn't move, he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't drink. His heart and liver was very enlarged, so his organs just started failing. He refused to do anything. That was it. His time had come, and we warned about that last fall. So remember when I told you his health was declining, but he hung in there. He hung in there strong. They gave him a short time span. He held in there to May. He held in there to May 15th. So, yeah, 14, Mr. Marine. But, yeah, it was a sad day. Sad day, and I still feel it. I still feel it, Mr. Marine, sitting down here and not having him here and barking. And you guys could remember you'd see him walking back there. It's not easy for me. It's not easy. Not easy. That is a family member to this entire household. Judge grounds out to Vientos, grounds out. One down. No, not Tony La Russa. Nope. I think one of them I'll be surprised if anybody gets, because one of them I could answer. I'd be honest with you guys. When the question was asked, I answered 2 out of 4. I got 2 out of 4 right. But one guy I would have never guessed. One of them I felt I should have known but didn't. When I tell you the 4 answers, when I tell you the 4, then I'll tell you which one I thought I should have known. But I did know 2. But not La Russa. I have no clue. I only got baseball a couple years ago. All right, at least you're honest. Manav, Joe Torre. Nope. Not Joe Torre. Bruin, Showalter. Buck Showalter. That's 1. Buck Showalter is 1. That's 1. Yep, Torrey didn't do it. Right. Torrey didn't do it. Showalter is 1. We've got 1, guys. Bellinger's up. 1 and 2 on Bellinger right now. 2 outs. 2 outs, nobody on. Dusty Baker is 2. Showalter, Baker, we got 2. And those are the 2 that I got. And I was really ashamed that I didn't pick the other one. And the last guy would have never got. I was going to say Dusty Baker, but I forgot his name. Tony, our winter has started. It's below freezing this morning. My car was iced up. And our summer is just starting. We're still technically in spring, but it's like mid-60s. But eventually we're going to get to those 90. Mr. Marine, those days are coming. And Mr. Marine, got all of Rocco's jerseys right here. They're all right here. Didn't even wash them, man. We're going to put them in a frame. They still have the Rocco scent. All right here. Yep. Not Whitey Herzog. Nope. 2 more to go. And Laffy, you're not getting the guy, and I didn't get that we both should know. I was embarrassed when I heard this other guy's name. I was embarrassed. I couldn't believe I didn't get him. The last guy is insane. Not Piniella. 4 different teams. So we got Buck Showalter and Dusty Baker. 2 more to go, guys. Let me check one thing here. Morning, Tony. Sparky Anderson. Nope. Come on, Lappy. You're making me feel better about not remembering this particular guy. You're making me feel better now. Where's Victor? Victor's being here with these 2. Anthony Volpe. We got a man on first. Bottom of the 3rd, still 2-1 Yankees. Whoa, Bellinger was almost picked off. Peterson trying to pull an Andy Pettit pick-off move. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. The Knicks start Wednesday night, I believe, and right now, still 0-0. Panthers and Maple Leafs, still 0-0. Where are we at? Mr. Marine, Rocco, rest easy. You earn your wings to Rainbow Bridge. Yep, this hurts because he's the backbone of the stream. Amen. Him barking, telling everyone I'm here. Hope you get his. Oh, yeah. And when I get them, when they arrive, Mr. Marine, they're going to be right here with us during the streams. They're going to be right here. Oh, yeah. We got Max's already up there on the mantle. He's coming too. Yep. Definitely. Those are family members, man. Yep. Definitely. When I get them, I will be here with them on the stream. You got 1 and 2. Volpe struck out. Going to the top of the 4th now. Volpe struck out. Bellinger left on first. Yeah, Mr. Marine, not easy. Yep, Rocco barked. Always wanted everybody to know he was there. Wanted his TV time, and he always let me know when it was time for him to go out. Remember, he would be asleep. He'd wake up and be like, "Hey, time to go out. It's time to go out." Yep. So, boom. That's 3. That's the guy I didn't think you would get, that's the guy I did not get. I did not get Davey Johnson. This other guy should have gotten. And I'm surprised you haven't said him yet either. But again, you're making me feel better, Laffy. You're making me feel better for not getting this other guy. Davey Johnson was the one. I wouldn't have guessed him. I forgot he managed the Washington Nationals because I was like the Mets, the Reds, the Orioles, Davey Johnson. I knew those three, but I was like, I forgot he managed the Nationals. So he was another one. So we got one left. Not Tommy Lasorda. No. Nope. Yep. That's all right, Mr. Marine, because that's suitable for the situation. Yeah. It's gut wrenching for me to be down here without him. And I was going to come on. I told everybody else I was going to come on for the Celtics and the Knicks, and I just knew I wouldn't be able to keep it together for that for that game. So I didn't come on. But I came on today, and it feels weird. It feels weird to be here, be on here without him, and looking at these when he should be in that right now. Doing the Yankees, he should be dressed in that right now. Yep. I know that feeling, Johnny, because I've lost family members. Yeah. Yeah, and they are family members, Manav. Amen. Yep. Amen. They are family members. So I'll throw a picture up the Discord of Max and Rocco. I don't think I've ever shown you guys a picture of Max. Max was awesome. I'll put him up there when he was on the truck with me, and he was a great family dog. Really cool dog. They both had two completely different personalities. Completely different. Oh, you looked up what? Rocco General, 21 gun salute. Yep. Yeah, Mr. Marine. Yep. Not Dick Hauser. You see if I got a picture in here, if I can throw it on the Discord. Not Dick Hauser. Nope. Laugh. I'm going to be Showalter, Dusty Baker, Davey Johnson, and this last guy, Laffy, and Mr. Marine. This last guy. Oh, you made me feel so much better. I was embarrassed when the person that asked me this question told me I should be ashamed of myself for not knowing this guy. Oh, man. Yep. All right, Max Fried, fifth strikeout. He struck out Brandon Nimmo here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs. He's rolling now. If I give you the team, Laffy, you're going to know it. If I give you the team, you're going to know it. American League. I'll give you American League, Laffy. American League. And he never managed in the National League. If he did, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't manage in the National League, not once. He was all 4 teams he managed were American League. I'll put it to you that way. Starling Marte coming up. 0-1 on Marte. Marte's only batting 189. Wow. There it is, Mr. Marine. Nailed it. Boom, Billy Martin. That was the one I didn't get. I was so like, I forgot that Billy Martin managed the Minnesota Twins. I knew he did the Tigers. I knew he did the A's, and I knew he did the Yankees. I forgot he managed the Minnesota Twins at one time. Not that I was alive for it, but I've read books on Billy Martin and seen documentaries. I just completely forgot he managed the Minnesota Twins. And the Rangers. But he took the Rangers, the Tigers, the Twins, and the Yankees to the playoff. Oh, Marte would have doubled right after I said he's only hitting 189. He'd double. Good evening, Bond. Did you watch the IPL cricket? Billy Martin, yes, sir. Twins, Tigers, Rangers, and Yankees. Well, he won the World Series with the Yankees. But yeah. He actually managed 5 teams because he managed the A's also. He managed the Yankees 5 times. All right, so we have 2 outs, man, on second. Alvarez is up. Nikos, what's going on? Nikos, yeah. Been busy, man. Been really busy. Just have a lot going on. Nikos. But thanks for sticking around and showing back up. Another cellar dweller in the basement, man. What's going on, Nikos? Glad to see you in here. 1-1 on Alvarez, swinging for the fences. Bond, another cellar dweller accounted for. Bond, another Ozzy in the basement. What's going on, Bond? I went right past you, man. Sorry about that. Bond, what's happening? Bond only knew Yanks, A's, Twins. I didn't know the other teams. Yeah, he did the Tigers, and he managed the Texas Rangers also. Yeah, Billy Martin, because everybody thinks of him as the Yankees only, and it wasn't. There's a couple of great books out there about him. I've seen the documentaries, but I love reading books. So everybody just pictures him as the Yankees, and maybe they may remember him as the A's, but a lot of people forget the Rangers, the Tigers, and the Twins. I think the Twins, Mr. Marino laughing, was the Twins the first team he managed? Was that the very first team he managed was the Twins? Because I completely forgot he managed them. And I've seen enough documentaries on him, I should have known that. I didn't even guess him, and I would have never gotten Davey Johnson. Would have never gotten that. I'll admit that one. Alvarez struck him out. All right, going to the bottom of the 4th. The Yankees up 2-1. Dominguez, LeMahieu, and Wells coming up. LeMahieu with another hit. Man, too bad Cole got hurt, man, because Fried is dealing, man. Fried is dealing. By the way, you guys see Jacob deGrom? Guy misses like a year and a half. He comes back and he has like a 2.2 ERA. That guy is like ridiculously insane as a pitcher. Didn't watch the cricket. All right. 0-0 end of the first period. Yeah, Nikos, he's a big reason why. Did you watch the beginning of the game? He's a big reason why the Yankees have a run. That horrendous play he did, couldn't throw to third. Like, why is Brett Beatty not there? Why is Beatty not playing third base and Vientos like be the DH? Shouldn't Beatty be a third base? Beatty's a much better third baseman than Vientos. I don't get it either. I don't get it either, Nikos. You are correct on that one. I don't understand it. I wouldn't have gotten Davey Johnson. When I heard the 4th, I knew Dusty Baker and I knew Buck Showalter. I admitted I forgot about Billy Martin because I didn't think he managed I knew the teams I forgot he managed the Twins, and I forgot he managed the Rangers, admittingly. And then Davey Johnson, I would have never got that. Because I'm like, no, I told the guys, like, no, it's not Davey Johnson. He only managed 3 teams, the Orioles, the Mets, and the Reds. And he was like, yeah, and the Nationals. I was like, oh, my gosh, I forgot he managed the Nationals. So I admit I didn't get that one. Grady, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy. Your Detroit Tigers are killing it, Grady. They're killing it. The Detroit Tigers are killing it right now, Grady. And Gleyber Torres, right? Killing it. They're killing it over there, man. Javi Baez has been like reborn. Very good. Very good, Grady. Bruin, yep. Didn't know he made the playoffs for more than 2 teams. He did. He did. And I like I said, I'm embarrassed because I've read books on him and I've seen documentaries and I completely forgot. Completely forgot, actually, the Twins and the Rangers. I forgot he managed both of them. But the teams he took to the playoffs was the Twins, Tigers, Yankees, and A's. All right, Jason Dominguez up. One of those 4 led a team to a 5th playoff, JB. I would say it had to have been, well, Billy Martin, Dusty Baker, maybe? Baker was the Reds, Astros, Giants, Dodgers. Showalter was Mets, Yankees, Orioles, Diamondbacks. Had to been Billy Martin then. La Russa didn't lead more than one team to the playoffs? Nope. Well, not 4, but he might have led more than one. Let me look it up. I don't think so. I think he only managed 3 teams. It's the managers who took 4 teams to the playoffs. La Russa was only White Sox, Cardinals, and A's. Yeah, he only managed 3 teams. I mean, it's the White Sox twice. Still in. Oh yeah, you're still waking up. All right. I like the hire, but it's like it's kind of funny because Gerard Gallant got fired. He was 56 games above 500 as the Rangers head coach. He got fired not because he went to the Eastern Conference Finals and lost to the then 2-time defending champion Lightning. The next year, he lost in the first round to the Devils, right? Which he shouldn't have with the veteran team that we have. We shouldn't have lost to the Devils, but they fired Gallant and brought in Laviolette, President's Trophy. Then nothing. So you fire him. I think Chris Drury, honestly speaking, was always keeping the door open for Mike Sullivan to come back. Now, Sullivan hasn't made the playoffs in the last 3 years. If you want to look at it negative, he hasn't made the playoffs in the last 3 years or longer, right, with the Sidney Crosby and Letang and Malkin, but they're getting older. And now they have Erik Karlsson, right, one of the better defenders of his era. We got him. I don't want to see him fired. I think Drury was just constantly keeping the door open to get the guy he's wanted all along. Oh, Austin Wells. Back. Oh, Soto caught it. Reached up and caught it. Going to the bottom of the top of the 5th. McNeil, Acuna, and Lindor are coming up. Wow, that was a nice catch by Soto. Top of the 5th. You know what? We need different personnel. I mean, we need some players out there. We need defense out there, Mr. Marine. You can hire whatever coach you want, but I think Drury just kept hiring and firing until he got the guy he wanted. What if Laviolette did make the playoffs this year? Let's just throw that out there. What if Laviolette made the playoffs this year and they lost in the first or second round? Sullivan gets released from Pittsburgh. You think Laviolette still would have been fired? Absolutely. I think that Drury wanted the guy that he wanted all along, which was Mike Sullivan. I think if Laviolette made the playoffs this year and lost, he still would have been fired. I want to see winning, man. I want to, we're like right on the brink of being there where we should be. And I don't know what happened. This team was lifeless. I didn't totally agree with the Laviolette firing because I don't think it was all on him. I don't think you can mix and match play. Yes, he definitely is to blame. But the mixing and matching of players and how you're supposed to put a defense together when you're constantly bringing in defenders and you're benching some, putting some out here. Drury's mixing and matching everybody at the last minute. You have guys like Mika Zibanejad. What happened to him this year? Lafreniere fell off the cliff after he signed the contract. Keandre Miller was nowhere to be found. Like, there's so many of these young players that what happened? What happened? Mika's passing all the time when they pay him to shoot. Guys pass him, and he has a shot opportunity, and he passes it back. It was terrible. Terrible to watch. Terrible. The blame goes all around the horn. Igor and Jonathan Quick were left out to dry in so many games. So many games, just hung out to dry. We'll see. So what if Mike Sullivan has a great first year like Gallant did and Peter Laviolette did? And then what if the second year he falls off a cliff? Then what? I mean, bring back Tortorella? I mean, what do you do? Sorry, I'm laughing. I know you don't want him back. Doing all right. Better, you? Okay, La Russa, only 3 teams. Yep, only 3 teams. He did take the White Sox to the playoffs, though. I think it said that. I'm not saying that off the top of my head. But only 3 teams. And Torrey didn't take – did Torrey take any teams to the playoffs before he became Yankee manager? He had the Braves, the Mets, and the Cardinals. Did any one of them reach the playoffs with Torrey before they brought him in? I don't think so. I remember the back of the New York Post or the Daily News, one of those two, when they hired Joe Torre. They called him Clueless Joe. Remember that, Laffy and Mr. Marine? Remember that? They called him Clueless Joe. Look what he turned into. But he had a great bench, great staff of coaches, great amount of young players, and he was the perfect guy to manage all the egos on that team. Not everybody had massive egos, but I'm talking about like the Roger Clemens, Randy Johnson, that stuff. All right, so we're top of the 5th. Jeff McNeil's up. I can really see why they call him a squirrel. He really does look like a squirrel. He really does. That's like a perfect nickname for him. The Rangers really should have 3 cups if they didn't. Exactly. You don't even make a Stanley Cup final? Don't even make the final? Come on. Schnazzy right now, that'd be like this Knicks team right now not making the NBA finals. You should be able to beat the Pacers. And I mean like in 5. 6 at the most. You should be able to beat them. You really should be able to beat them. This team should be able to beat the Pacers. The Thunder now, that's a team, man. Wow, the Thunder. Two and 2 on McNeil. 3 and 2 on McNeil. Fried is in the top of the 5th, and he has 75 pitches. Giants, Cubs, Reds, Nationals. How come I always forget the Nationals? I always forget the Nationals with Davey Johnson, too. Yeah, Dusty Baker way back was a great manager. Great manager. Houston, after that cheating scandal they had when they won the World Series, they brought in an old school veteran, Dusty Baker, to handle all the backlash from all that. A couple years later, they brought in an old school veteran, an old school guy with the media, an old school everything, Dusty Baker. And he went on to win a World Series with him. He handled all that stuff, got everything settled down. Great manager, man. That's an old school manager right there. Dusty Baker playing and managing has been around baseball like a gazillion years. Nico's Rangers was so disappointing. I'm happy we got him too. I think they need the kick in the butt kind of coach that he is. I just don't, my theory is like Gallant, really, who fires a coach that's 56 games above 500? That to me proved, like, even if Laviolette, I'm telling you, even if he made the playoffs and made it far, he would have been fired. Good. 1 out. Got Acuna out at first. McNeil is at second. Now you got Lindor coming up and then Soto. There's no chance for a double play unless something stupid happens because you got McNeil at second, nobody at first. Way back, I'm on my argument settler. There you go, way back. Manav, who's getting Giannis next season? A lot of teams fighting for him. I'd love to see him on the Knicks. I'd love to see him on the Knicks. Love to see him on the Knicks, man. Love it. Would love it. I will cry if the Knicks get tears of joy. Can you imagine him on the Knicks? I'll tell you what. Got a big shout out for Mitchell Robinson, man. Mitchell Robinson has been playing hardcore, and he hit free throws. I mean, how many times can you count on one hand how many times you saw Mitchell Robinson hit a free throw, let alone two in the same foul? He hit two in a row. I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, he's playing. Francisco Lindor, I don't even want to jinx it. Because everybody knows Fried was a big-time pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. Lindor's hitting, I'm going to do it. I better not jinx it. He has a career 100 batting average against Fried. I hope I didn't just jinx that. Oh, yeah, because he'll be happy. Those are tears of joy. If they got Giannis, the Knicks are going to – can we have a multi-time champion, please? Being a Knicks fan and a Jets fan forever is tough. It's tough. Especially going through the 90s with that squad. The Knicks made the playoffs every single year of the 90s. Every year we were in the playoffs. And we made the finals twice. And then after that, whoa. Lindor grounds out to LeMahieu. It's so weird looking at LeMahieu at second base, even that he's in the game and he's not playing third, but I guess it's because of his injury. He's getting a little older. So Soto's coming up now. Man on third, 2 outs. He's getting booed. Usual stuff. He doesn't care. He never promised he was playing with the Yankees. He never promised it. Came here when we signed him for the 1 year. He never promised he was staying. We got other players, and I don't hate the guy. I mean, why? I don't see that. I mean, it's like he was here 1 year. Because he went to the Mets, and he chose the Mets over the Yankees, and he's batting 250 something now. He'll turn that around. I know he'll turn it around, but because players have no heart, character, no more on the Rangers. I hope Sullivan does good, but not the coach no more. They were like a bunch of guys skating out there, Mr. Marine. This season here, we started 12-4, then went 4-15. And never recovered. Never recovered. I don't think we put a 3-game winning streak together. We had one in November, and we didn't have one again until like March. They just quit. Outside of our goalies, man, there's really nothing to talk about with anybody else. Imagine a lineup of Brunson, Robinson, Giannis, OG, and Bridges. And you would really Cat would be the starter there. Cat would be the starter over Mitchell. So Mitchell would be coming off the bench, Nazzy, and Josh Hart. Would he be coming off the bench now? I mean, like, wow. Deuce McBride. What a great bench player. I mean, when they use him, he hasn't had a great playoff. Well, he didn't have a great first round, but now 2-2 on Soto. I don't even think that was a strike, but we'll take it. Yeah. That could happen, Bruin. That could happen. That could happen, man. It's a good shout out on that one, Bruin. That could happen. I'm cooking. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's coming home. There's a run. Wild pitch. There's a run. Wild pitch. Jeff McNeil scores. Wild pitch. Jeff McNeil scores on a wild pitch. 2-2. That was bad. And the Mets got a rough road right now. They got the Yankees. Then they got the Red. They're going to Boston after this. And then they're going to play the Dodgers. So the Met fans are really being tested right now. Lou, yeah, I was texting with Lou. Soto struck out. Look at that. Wild pitch gives up the run. And Soto strikes out for the second time tonight. So we got Peraza, Goldie, and Grisham coming up. How about Trent Grisham? Shout out to Grisham this year. How about a shout out to Grisham? Oh, guys, by the way, you want to see something cool? Something cool. Look at this. Look at that. See, look at Rocco. This was given to me by the family. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That is cool. You got Rocco right there. There he is. Is that cool or what? That is cool. What a gift. That's cool. Yeah. All right, Manav, take it easy, buddy. Thanks for always showing up and being a part of it, man. I'll be on a lot more this week. We'll do some Knicks games. I'd love to do some Oilers, Dallas games. We should get into some stuff, but those start really late. Giannis going to the Spurs with Wemby? Wow, that would be whoo. And Deion, right? And Fox is there too. That would be crazy. I bet on the win. If the Spurs got them, I would bet on them to win the whole thing too. Boy, the West would be tough. West would be really tough. A referee is down on the ice. What is the score there? Still 0-0, second period. Lakers stole Luka, but got number one pick draft. You know what's funny is think about Dallas just a couple years ago. They had Luka, Brunson. Now you get Kyrie and Luka, and then you had nobody. Because Kyrie tore an ACL, right? And Brunson, like, nobody saw this coming. The New York papers, like when they had clueless Joe Torre coming in, they ripped the Knicks. Hey, Knicks fans, here comes the Knicks selling you on this some star because they missed out on Donovan Mitchell. Go look it up. Go look up from the past. The New York media writing about how the Knicks are selling you, some BS because, we got Brunson. We missed out on Donovan Mitchell. But we got this guy, Jalen Brunson, man. They ripped the Knicks. They ripped the Knicks and told the fans, here we go again, trying to sell you on somebody that's not going to be able to make it under the pressure of New York. Look it up. It's a true story. It's a true story. Miss out on Mitchell, and here comes your, runner-up prize. And they ripped the signing. That's why I don't listen to the media a lot, man. It's just funny. They just go on these. You don't know what the guy's going to do. Now they're all kissing his ass. Now they're all kissing Brunson's ass. These same people that trashed the signing are all kissing his butt now. Crazy. Took a stick to the forehead. That's awesome, Johnny. Yeah, isn't that awesome? Is that awesome or what? Alvarez, foul behind. Yep, he caught it. Yeah, it's cool, man. Really cool. Thanks, Manav. Yep. Is that awesome sweatshirt? That is so freaking cool. Got Rocco right there, man. That is freaking awesome. And you know what's funny, man? It was made while Rocco was still alive. It was made, and it's just so fitting now. It's like so – I'm not even holding it right, but you guys saw it. It's so fitting now. It's so fitting. Yep. I thought that was really, really cool. Yep, it's given to me by my son, and it's very, very cool. Very cool. Very cool. How fitting it is now, even more so. How sentimental, man. That's just awesome. Very cool. I would wear that every day. Never take that off. Mr. Marine, is that wild or what? That is freaking wild. I love it. It's just too warm down here for that right now. But yeah, yep. Everywhere I go. And by the way, Mr. Marine, you can go in the shorts, my channel, the video shorts. Anytime anybody wants to visit in and check Rocco out, any previous live stream and the short. I have some short videos in there from the Yankee playoffs and stuff. You can see them on there. As a matter of fact, Rick the Ninja put an RIP for Rocco under one of the video shorts. You can see them. You can check back in with them. Really? Got him in the eye, Bruin. Man, I got to check that out. 2-2 right now, bottom of the fifth. Did I change that? No. Goldie up, and there's one out. All right, Goldie walked. Goldie walked. Yep, thanks way back. Still 0-0. Without a doubt, Staff Sergeant Thomas. Yeah, man, I'm going to wear that all the time. Wait till next winter comes around. It's going to be on me all the time. Man, in the summer when we have the AC on a lot, I'll be wearing it down here then too. Man, that ref was – I got to check this out. Nikos, I'm a Mets fan, yep, but same with me. Same with me, Nikos. We're on the same page. I don't hate the Mets. You know why? Grew up listening to Phil Rizzuto. Yes, and a Greg Nettles signed glove. That's awesome, man. Nikos, that is freaking great. Nikos, I've always said I like the Mets. Mets are my second favorite team. I like to watch them. I root for them, but not when they play the Yankees. That's all. The Met and the Yankee fans that hate the other team, to me, it's not the Rangers Islanders. They're not in the same division. It's not the Rangers Islanders. The Giants and the Jets have nothing to do with each other unless they meet in the Super Bowl. And if they meet, once every 3 years or whatever it is, who cares? The Mets and Yankees, this is just a fun series. It's not a rivalry to me. It's really not a rivalry. The Mets and Yankees are not a rivalry. They're not. I don't understand the hate. I know more Met fans hate the Yankees than Yankee fans, but there's the Yankee fans that hate the Mets now too. It's just, I don't get it. I never hated the Mets. I have a not Dwight Gooden. I have a Darryl Strawberry jersey and a Mike Piazza jersey. I have a couple of Met jerseys, but I don't hate them at all. I think they have a gritty, fun team. I've always liked them. I went for them in the World Series. So I was hoping David Wright would get a ring when they had Syndergaard and DeGrom. And I do have a DeGrom Mets jersey. I do. I have a DeGrom Mets jersey. So, yeah, Nikos, I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way. Goldie's going to steal. Oh, Grisham fouled it off. Goldie was stealing. I don't think I've ever seen him steal a base. I'm going to have to look up the highlights of that one. Yeah, Snazzy, that's really awesome. Nikos, Snazzy, I used to go the Long Island Ducks. Buddy Harrelson. It was Buddy Harrelson. Buddy Harrelson, Snazzy. I forgot which name, but he signed a ball. Yeah, Buddy Harrelson. Pat Mahomes' father pitched for the Long Island. He pitched for the Mets, of course, but he pitched for the Long Island Ducks also. John Rocker pitched for the Long Island Ducks. He got booed there a lot. Who was the big time Juan Gonzalez from the Range? Remember him from the Texas Rangers? He played for the Ducks. There's a lot of players, former superstars that played for the Ducks. Those are fun games, Snazzy. I've been to those. Laffy, you've been to those if you're still in here, right? Long Island Duck games are fun to go to. It's easy. It's right by the Central Islip courts. It's right by the CI courts. It's right there, right off Carlton Avenue. Carlton Avenue and Southern State Parkway. Yep, just north on Carlton Avenue from Southern State. It's right there. It's so easy to get to. Those are fun games. When Des, you guys know Des, when she was younger, took her to games. So they intentionally walk Judge. Bellinger's up right now. 2 on, 2 out. Bellinger has been killing it lately. Been killing it. Uh, 1-0 on Belly. Peterson's up to 85 pitches. Peterson's actually pitched a really good game. He had a rough first inning, but, man, he settled down. Seth Jones, I'm going for the Oilers overall, but if I have to go for the Canes. I like Rod Brindamore. I think he's a good coach. Now, see, the Canes don't fire Rod Brindamore. Guys been to the playoffs a gazillion times with the Canes and never – I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I think this is the second time Brindamore is going to the Eastern Conference Finals with the Canes. But he's in the playoffs like every year. They're a tough team. They don't fire him. We've already been over John Cooper. How many chances that guy got before he won a couple of the Stanley Cups? He didn't get fired. Bellinger walks. Bases loaded. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Boy, can we get a run here, please? And by the way, guys, shout out to Devin Williams. He had a rough start as our closer. Rough start. He has been pitching really well lately, getting back on track really well. And I love when they took Devin Williams, when Aaron Boone made him a setup guy and gave the closer job temporarily back to Weaver. They asked Devin Williams, was he upset about it? He said no. He hadn't earned that as a Yankee yet. That's what he said. I didn't earn that spot as a Yankee. I came in here with all the numbers, but I didn't earn it being here. That's a freaking great statement. I love that. He said, I didn't earn it. That's a great statement. The Ducks games are always so fun. Yeah, Schnazzy. I got to go to one as an adult now. They're the only team that represents Long Island I actually like. Right. No Islanders. Duck, yeah, I got to get Des and go to a Ducks game again. We go to Long Island. Got to go to Ducks game again. That'd be great, man. Oh, come on, Volpe. I love Volpe on defense. I really don't want Volpe up in a situation where we need a run. I'm sorry. I'm not sold on him as a batter. As a fielder, yes, I'm sold on him, but not as a hitter. Volpe grounds it. Come on, man. We get the bases low, you do nothing. I'm not a huge Volpe guy. I'm sorry. I know people say, how can you not love Volpe? I'm like, I love him on defense. He comes through with the bat sometimes, and a lot of times he doesn't. That's the way I feel. I don't think he's consistent enough at the plate. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Mr. Marine, Canes won Cup in 2006. Head coach was player on that team. Lobby was the coach in 06. Yes, that's correct. Peter Laviolette was the coach of the Hurricanes after the Islanders. And then he went on to take the Flyers and the Predators to the Stanley Cup as well. Did Laviolette get hired? I know the Flyers hired Rick Tocchet. I know they hired Tocchet. Bruin. Who's left to get a head coach? Vancouver? Did they hire one yet? Bruin, you are our NHL ambassador, Bruin. You're the hockey ambassador. Who still needs a head coach? I haven't kept up. Last I knew, Vancouver doesn't have one. I know Tocchet went to the Flyers, which I think that's a really good hire for the Flyers. I don't think Tocchet's an amazing coach, but he's not bad. It's a good hire. I think Tortorella will never get hired again. I think his show has hit the road. I thought the Rangers were going to bring him in as an assistant, or maybe that was just a rumor. I don't know. That'd be awesome if we all met up at the Ducks game. Yes, Snazzy, that would actually be really cool, man. It'd be really cool. When we get in that, I'll keep you posted, man. We get in that area, I would love to go. I think it'd be a lot of fun, man. Everybody meet up at a Ducks game. Those are fun. I think we still have the picture of Des when she was young with what's the mascot, Snazzy? Is it Quacker? Is it Quacker Jack? Is it Quacker Jack the duck? Is that his name, Quacker Jack? I think it is. But yeah, we have a picture with her with the duck. I went with my then we went back another time. It was an August game. Desiree was probably like 9 or 10 years old. And my mom was with us. We went to a date. Man, it was like brutal. It was one of those August nights where it was like 98, hazy, hot, humid. Like we had to leave. She was like the third inning. She was like, we have to go. We had to leave. It was so hot there. She couldn't take it. And I don't blame her. It was one thing about going to a baseball and just sitting in the stands and just roasting is not fun. All right, top of the sixth, Pete Alonso up. Man, did we blow that? We had bases loaded, man. Bases loaded. Didn't get anything done. Didn't get anything across. Top of the sixth. One and two on Alonso. 1-2. Yeah, I'm just not sold on him, Bruins. There's Yankee fans that are like, how can you not love Volpe? I'm like, I love him in the field. I think he's a great defensive shortstop. I really do. I think the guy's a really good shortstop. But he's one of the last guys I want up at the plate when we need a run. When I mean one of the last guys, I mean like I'd rather have him up than Peraza or Pablo Reyes. I mean, like there's not a lot of batters I would want that I would take Volpe over in a must-run situation. must needed hit. He's like the last guy I want. He's one of the last guys I want up. Defense, love him on defense. Volpe's great on defense. So, yeah, Bruin. All right, so you agree with me. Thanks. Some people don't. Some people really hate that I say that, but I'm just speaking what I see. No news on Vancouver yet, right? Who's left? And who's left? Laviolette, right? Tortorella. How about Gerard Gallant? He hasn't even been talked to, right? Quinville got a job. Can you imagine Quinville got a job? He got a job in Anaheim. He got a job. He should never be allowed in hockey again. I know it's like a floated rumor like the Rangers were going to. I said, man, hire Tortorella before you hire him. Like, I can't believe Joel got a job. He got a job with Anaheim. Wow. Yeah. Well, there you go. Yep. Can't believe it, man. Yeah, Quackerjack, right? I think it is. I think it is, Snazzy. We have the pick. I think it is. I think it is, man. Yep. Oh, boy. 2-0 Florida. That's it. That's it. All right, so Alonso's out. Vientos is up. Bruin Leafs can't come up big when games count so much. They can't. Austin Matthews is like, he scored a goal finally, right? But this guy doesn't show up in games. Just doesn't show up. Doesn't show up. We talk about the great scorers in the league, McDavid, Draisaitl, Matthew. Man, there's a lot of these guys. Nathan McKinnon. I would take all these guys in a heartbeat over Matthews. Austin Matthews is Tony Romo. Amazing regular season player. Amazing. Put the pressure on them. Put the playoff pressure on them. Boom. Amazing, though. Tony Romo is arguably one of the greatest regular season quarterbacks of all time. Seriously, look at his numbers. He really is. Tony Romo is one of the greatest regular season quarterbacks of all time. Put him in the playoffs? No. Mark Sanchez was a better playoff quarterback than Tony Romo. It's a fact. That's scary. All right, that is 2 outs. Vientos grounds out to Volpe. Austin Matthews is he's a magician. I call him the magician. He disappears in the playoffs. He's a great disappearing act. Nikos, I'm going to have a hard time not hearing yes. It's going to take me a while. And Kenny Albert, Nikos, Kenny Albert is a great. Kenny Albert is a great announcer. I mean, great. It was like when Mike Breen first took over for Marv Albert, man. That was not hearing Marv Albert call the Knick games was really tough. Mike Breen, what a great job. Mike Breen and Clyde Frazier, I couldn't imagine listening to Knick games. They should be allowed to call Knick games during the playoffs. I know they do the first round. They should be allowed to call them the whole way through. I want to hear Clyde Frazier's phrases. I mean, Sam Rosen and Joe Micheletti, these are guys like Breen and Frazier, man. These are regular voices you want to hear. Regular voices you want to hear. I want to hear Frazier with his, posting and toasting. I want to hear all of his stuff. Tenacity off the glass. Yep. He is. I love hearing him. So yeah, Sam Rosen and Micheletti retiring. I think they both knew. This is my opinion, but I think they both knew Micheletti was also retiring. He just didn't want to steal any thunder from Rosen, which I don't think he could anyway. Micheletti was great, but not hearing both of them, wow. Dave Maloney is a radio announcer for the Rangers. He's great. I mean, the guys coming in are really good. Really, really good. But it ain't Rosen. So, yeah, Nikos, I'm with you. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a little while on that one. So, Brandon Nimmo is up right now, top of the sixth. Now, this is a guy, Brandon Nimmo, who comes through when you need him to come through. If you're a Met fan, like Nikos is a Met fan. I'm a Met fan. I like them. Brandon Nimmo is that guy that will get that hit when you need it. I mean, as I'm saying that, he grounds out. But I'm happy he grounds out right now because he's playing my team. But, Nikos, you know what I'm talking about. Brandon Nimmo is that guy. He's like that guy that gets that gritty hit when you need it. That's what Volpe is not. Yeah, I like Volpe too, but there it is. He's inconsistent offensively. He is. He doesn't work. He just doesn't. And yes, people say, well, what about this time? Or what about in the World Series? Or what about in the playoffs when he got this hit and that hit? Yes, he does get them sometimes, but it's not consistent enough. He doesn't do it more than he does. How about that for right now? Mr. Marine, who are the new Rangers TV guys? It's Kenny Albert and Dave Maloney. Laffy told me it's Dave Maloney. It actually is the other guy taking over. So it's Kenny Albert and Dave Maloney, two great announcers. It's just, as Nico said, it's going to be weird not hearing Rosen. It's going to be weird not hearing Rosen. That's a power play goal. It's going to be just weird not hearing them. That's all. Used to who I'm used to. Remember when I was growing up, like the Giants games, for instance. My father was a Giants fan. I was a Jet fan, but I always liked the Giants too. John Madden and Pat Summerall did every New York Giants game when I was growing up. Every New York Giants game was John Madden and Pat Summerall. So when that changed, that was really weird. So, Snazzy, I heard the Rangers may get Brock Boza. Really? Oh, I didn't hear that, man. That would be a great pickup. I know we're talking about Brady Tkachuk earlier and Nyes. What about Marner? How would you guys feel about Marner? Because Mika, I think is gone. I think Mika's done. It's over. It's over. 3-0. What is the second period? It's over. Leafs aren't coming back. You think Bobrovsky's going to blow that lead? No way. Think Bob's blowing that lead? No way. No way. Swishing and dishing. Can you imagine Frazier not? He's 80 now, right? Can you imagine him not calling games? Styling and profiling, Snazzy. How about styling and profiling? Come on, man. This is legend stuff. Way back. Got to go, boys. Have an olive tree that needs picking. I cure my own olives. Thanks, JP. I'll catch you guys. Thanks, way back. Thanks, way back. Your Hawks killed me this week, way back, but thanks. All right, buddy. Take it easy, man. Thanks for always supporting. Thanks for the support. Yep, way back. And grass is green, Staff Sergeant Thomas. Yes. Dominguez up. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Bottom of six, nobody out. Peterson has it's 2-2, guys. This is as tight a game as it was yesterday. Vancouver hired Adam Foote. Did he really? Adam Foote? That came out of nowhere. I didn't even know Adam Foote was up for coaching. Wow. So who's left? Who doesn't have a coach, Bruin? Who's left? Dominguez, that's up there. Soto's back at the warning track and got it. Tony, by the way, back. I'm still here and listening. Tony, always appreciate the support, man. I know you're at work. Thanks, man. Thanks. Marner has a lot of talent, but he's not amazing defense. Yeah, he's not a two-way player. Not a good two-way player. That's why I said, how do you guys feel about him? It's like I wouldn't be mad, but I would be like, he'd have to step his game up. I guess Sullivan would make him step his game up. I mean, I like the Mike Sullivan hire. As I told you guys earlier, I really like the hire a lot. I just don't want to see guys fired and hired. I'm glad we didn't go with a rookie head coach. We don't need a rookie head coach. We have a team that can win. LeMahieu, that looks like that's a fly out. 2 outs. Chat soon, Tony. See you way back. Mr. Marine, Bruin, grass is green unless we're talking about. That's just saying. Woo! Yeah, I don't know who's left. I knew Vancouver, but I thought they were. Oh, Boston. Does Boston Bruins, did they hire anybody yet? Bruin, your team, did they hire somebody? Last I knew was Vancouver and Boston. That was it. They're the last teams I knew needed a coach. Yeah, I do. When you think about it, Snazzy, when we watched the games last year, and I like Mika. I like Mika a lot. How many times did he pass? I mean, Joe Micheletti crushed him for this, too. They pay you to shoot. Remember Mika just a couple of years ago? All those tremendous slap shots. He has a cannon of a shot. And this year he's passing all these pucks off. He's just passing them off. He's passing away shot opportunities. They feeding you the puck for that cannon of a slap shot you had. He wasn't doing it this year. He had a really bad year. If they trade away Kreider, which I think they're going to. Oh, hold on. Oh, foul ball. Wells, I thought he snuck one in there in the left field corner. Peterson is at 100 pitches now. I always liked Mika, man. I do, but how many times can we run it back with the same team and the usual suspects, if you will, Snazzy? Panarin, he's not going anywhere. You keep Panarin. Kreider, I love Kreider. I have his jersey. I love him. Love him. Tremendous Ranger. But I could see them getting rid of him or releasing him or trading him or whatever. I could see that at this point. And Mika, how much can we run the same team back? You got to make some changes. But if you're going to get rid of Mika, you got to replace him with somebody. Lafreniere got to better step up. I hate to think Lafreniere got that money and his production was like off a cliff bad. Off a cliff. Whew. Don't think the Bruins hired anyone yet. I think they're the last team, though. Vancouver hired Adam Foote. Wow, that's interesting hire. Adam Foote. Wow. Great player for the Avs, man. He was part of those great Avs teams. It's interesting. JT Miller, man, that guy's got to be there forever. And Vincent Trocheck, Trocheck should probably be the captain. I think he's the heart and soul of that team. I think he should be the captain now. I think he's got like 3 years left on his contract, right? JT Miller was tremendous. Now we're going to get a full season with him. But Mika, man, I mean, how old is Mika? Let me look. Was he like 33, 34? Mika's 32. Born in April, so he just turned 32. My whole deal is we've pushed the envelope with these players, right? How many times can we go to that same well, right? If they get rid of them, you got to bring in somebody else. But Mika, the whole team did nothing, so it's hard to lay blame on any one particular person. It's hard to lay blame on any one particular player, but I mean, what do you do? Like Keandre Miller, personally, I would re-sign him. Why? Because he's young. Like Lafreniere, you re-sign him because he's young. They have shown signs of being great. Maybe a coach like Mike Sullivan can make him great. Keandre Miller with Adam Fox played his best hockey with him. He didn't have a great year. He had a horrendous start, but he had a better end of the season. I think Braden Schneider was our most consistent, great defenseman. I think Braden Schneider overall was the most consistent, great defenseman for us. I want Perreault and Ottman to be in the top six as well. Will Cooley went from the bottom, like fourth line, bottom six. He went all the way up to the top line. Will Cooley is a great young player for us. That's a guy that you can be all over happy about. Top of the seventh right now, Jonathan Loaisiga is back, by the way, guys. Loaisiga is back. He is terrible for me in MLB The Show. I have an ERA with him like 5. Like his 102-mile-an-hour fastball in the game gets smacked over the wall all the time. He is terrible for me in the game, but in real life, I like him a lot. He's awful for me, and I for some reason I can't pitch with him. I DFA'd him. I DFA'd John a little while ago off my MLB The Show team. His ERA was horrible. He's blown game. I put him in the seventh inning with like a 1 or 2 run lead, and he blows them. I DFA'd John a little while ago. I'm so happy he's back, though. Brett Beatty's in now, so I guess he's pinch hitting for Vientos. Struck him out. Perot and Othman should get a lot of chances. That's the problem, Snazzy, with these old school coaches. I don't know how Sullivan is with them, but Laviolette, it's like Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau, it's hard to knock him on the Knicks. He's brought the Knicks back to relevancy. Now he's got them in the Eastern Conference Finals, but they don't play the young guys enough. Like Thibodeau doesn't play the bench enough. Peter Laviolette did not give the young guys a chance. Like Zach Jones, when he was given chances, played really well, but he wasn't his style of defense because he's not a big guy. All right, Zach Jones, I thought was pretty good. More times than not, he was pretty good. But he didn't give enough chances. Perot and Othman, they don't get any chances. They didn't get a whole ton of chances. And when you put these young guys in and don't make it consistent, it's hard. I mean, the thing that we gave up Philip Hedel and I forget who else did we give up? Mancini was his name. Was it Mancini for JT Miller? What a steal. I liked Philip Hedel, but he's like the Tua of hockey. He has concussion issues over and over and over. Went to Vancouver, he was out for the rest of the season. Struck out Alvarez, Jonathan Loaizaga. He is the only player to ever come out of Nicaragua. I think he's from Nicaragua. Like Jazz is the only player to come out of the Bahamas in Major League Baseball. I still have 13, is bust in the league, 5 years already. He still has not done really nothing for number one pick. Yeah. I used to argue with you about it, Mr. Marine. Last year, me and Laffy were all over you about how great Lafreniere was, and now you get the last laugh because I got nothing to say except that, yeah, right now, number one overall pick, and this is what we're getting, number one pick. He got that money and decided to stop playing. Jeff McNeil. Again, I can see why they call him the squirrel. He really does look like a squirrel. All right, so Loaizaga cruising along here. Got 2 outs. What a steal. Cooley is like Tom Wilson, except he's not a douche. Right. And he'll fight, but he's balanced with it. And shout out to Matt Rempe. That 8-game suspension that the league gave him, that everybody's like, oh, that's too long, that's too much. Look how Rempe came back. Rempe came back, and he actually tried to play more hockey than be fighting all the time. That 8-game suspension, he learned a lesson from that. George Paros, who was a tough player, enforcer-type player back in the day, is the disciplinarian of the NHL now. And he gave him an 8-game suspension, but I think it was to teach him a lesson. He's such a young player, and Rempe started playing hockey. He started playing hockey instead of just going out there to fight all the time. And he even backed off a couple of fights. 3-1 now on McNeil. And he walked them. No other Rangers ever had 200, 300 hits and 20 goals. Can't believe he was second-round pick. Yeah, hey, sometimes that's the way it is. Sometimes that's the way it is. That's right, Bruin. Angus, another cellar dweller accounted for. Angus, what's going on? Angus, my New York Red Bulls scored 7 goals in the game and have just fizzled out since then. Fizzled out. I didn't see the game against New York City, but I missed the game. It was on in the middle of the day, and it was we were out all day, so I missed it. But looks like I didn't miss much. Bruin, how you doing? Angus, yep. Mr. Marine, Angus, how you doing? Everything okay by you? Thinking about you with the Tornadoes. Yeah, Angus, what's going on with the Tornadoes? Acuna, up. He's safe because Peraza can't field the ground ball. Now they got first and second with 2 outs. Peraza was rushing because Acuna is really fast. He was rushing on a routine ground ball and bobbled it. Did you guys see that gruesome injury to Oswaldo Cabrera? That poor kid, man, finally gets an opportunity at third base. This is why I was asking earlier, why is DJ LeMahieu not at third base? You got Peraza there, who's normally good defensively, but I think he got intimidated by how fast Acuna is. So now you got first and second. Now you got Lindor up. See how fast? 2 outs, nobody on. Now they got first and second, 2 outs, and Lindor up. I am good. Had to sit 30 hours minus electricity, which is not as bad as many other people here in the St. Louis have. And it's not hot there yet, right, Angus? Oh, boy. Here we go. Tim Hill warming up. So he'll probably come in for Soto if it gets that far. Yankees, this is the second game in a row. Like we jump out to a lead and then just can't do anything after that. Lindor fouls off the first one. What happened to your state? I'm good. On my side, glad to have my solar chargers, which kept my phone going. Yes, it's not so hot here. Yeah, losing electricity is bad when it's super hot out. Lindor fouls off his second one. 0-2. 0-2 on Lindor. 0-2. Come on, guys. Let's go. Oh and 2. Here we go. Loizaga. Throw one of those high 102 mile an hour gas balls, man. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, he just missed the corner. He threw a sinker. Just missed the corner. He tried. Oh, man, that was a great pitch. Just missed the lower left-hand corner. Here we go. 1-2. Oh, man, I thought when he hit it, that was gone. He flew out the Judge, man. When he hit that one, I thought it was gone. So we got Peraza, Goldie, and Grisham coming up. All of them don't have a hit. Boy, Lindor got right under that one. I thought he knocked that out of the park. That's good, Angus. Yep. It's better to lose electricity in a winter storm than in the July heat. Oh, yeah. 100% better. 100% better. Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding. So we're going to the bottom of the seventh. Peraza. I wonder if they're going to pinch hit for Peraza. The guy can't hit the broadside of a barn, man. Bottom of the seventh coming up. One second, guys. Snazzy, I love to say you couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. Said by the great Patches O'Houlihan, Snazzy. Patches O'Houlihan said that in dodgeball. Maybe that's who the Rangers should have hired, Snazzy. Patches O'Houlihan. You couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. I've seen that movie a gazillion times, Snazzy. I love Patches O'Houlihan. Great shout out there. I'll be right back, guys.
You mean the Dolce Vita? Is your idea?
Enjoy the intense flavor of Lavazza Dolce Vita.
Is this Las Vegas? Yes. I'm confused. It is good. or take you to space. It brings space to you. Introducing the 3-row all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 9 with class-leading interior space.
I'll trust you. I'll trust you. I'll trust you. I'll trust you.
All right, coming back, bottom of the seventh here. 5 people died in St. Louis on Friday. Most of them were driving, except for the tornadoes in your area, Angus. Yeah, it's terrible, man. You just don't know. You just don't know. Really? I didn't even look at the scores. I'm going to watch the wrap-up show, Angus. I'm going to watch the wrap-up show. I didn't know who did what. I watched a little bit of Portland last night, and when it was 1-1, I fell asleep. I didn't keep up with MLS at all this weekend. MLS went, well, because of Rocco and everything else going on. MLS, it just went right past me this weekend. I missed everything. So I didn't know that, man. Wow. I got to look up the scores, man. I'm going to watch the wrap-up show. I'll watch the wrap-up show. So here we go. Ben Rice is pinch hitting for Peraza, which means if Ben Rice is pinch hitting for Peraza, then they're probably going to put Vivas or Pablo Reyes at third. It's crazy. Terrible commercials out today. It used to be so fun. Yeah, I know. They're really bad. Commercials today don't even talk about the product they're representing anymore. It's just, they're really bad. Yeah. No, you didn't spoil anything, Angus. I wasn't going to rewatch it. Sometimes, the weekends get past, just like any other sport that I watch. Once in a while, I miss the games and I miss the highlights, man. So it is what it is. How about this guy, Brazoban, relief pitcher for the Mets? His 1.01 ERA in 26 innings. Wow. 2-2 still, bottom of the seventh. 2-2 on Rice. 2-2 on Rice. It's over, Bruin. That game is over. You think Bobrovsky's blowing a 3-0 lead in the third? No way. Rick the Ninja, I saw the FA Cup final the other day. Shout out to Crystal Palace for beating Man City. Right. Oh, good play by Acuna, man. I thought Rice got a hit there. I got to tell you something, Rick. This is my one, and this is a very American thing. Once Liverpool clinched, I think I know they play tournaments. I know they do all these other things. I have a real issue with, there's no playoffs. Liverpool doesn't even get tested. You don't get tested. You win the regular season and you win. There's no the rest of the season. Goldschmidt, oh, that's fouled. Oh, my gosh, I thought that was gone. Oh, he just swung too early on that one. That looked like that was gone. There's no playoffs. Liverpool just wins, and then the rest, like when Arsenal played Liverpool, Rick, it wasn't exciting to me. I didn't watch it because there's nothing at stake. Nothing. There's nothing at stake. There's no pressure on Liverpool whatsoever. They won. It's just like, oh, now we're just going to play. I need playoffs. I need teams to prove why they were the number one team overall. I'm new to watching soccer regularly, so this is a very amateur opinion. Amateur hour right now with me. But without playoffs, I don't see how it's exciting once Liverpool wrapped it up. I need playoffs. Look at all of our number one teams. People say, well, they proved it with the regular season. Is everybody that watches La Liga or Premier League, my uncle watches Premier League. He says, well, they wrapped up the regular season. They won the tournament. They proved it already. I'm like, but they didn't prove it to me. Look at all the number one teams we've had. Look at a President's Trophy, for instance, in hockey. The last President's Trophy winner was the 2012-2013 season Chicago Blackhawks. So every other number one team in hockey has not won. The Patriots, Golden State Warriors, Seattle Mariners, and Patriots, Warriors, and the Boston Bruins. All four of those teams set records for regular season wins in their respective sports. None of them won the championship the same year. None of them. You have to prove your worth in the playoffs. You just can't be number one for the regular season. I'm like, shoot, then the Winnipeg Jets should have won the Stanley Cup. They should have been just the way I feel. It takes all the drama out of it for me. So once the league was wrapped up, I didn't watch any more Arsenal games this year. I'm just going to wait till the new season starts. Once the league was wrapped up, there's nothing to watch. That's just me. Like I said, it's amateur. I'm total amateur with this. But I need playoffs. It's an American thing, maybe. Maybe it's an American thing because we're so used to playoffs proving your worth. It's the way I feel. But I still love it. Like when Arsenal comes around for a brand new season, I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be watching them. But I stopped watching once Liverpool wrapped it up. I said, well, there's no reason to watch anymore. There's no drama anymore. There's no drama. I don't know how else to put it. I heard about Rick. What was the score? 1-0. Cullen, another cellar dweller, another Ozzy accounted for. Cullen in the base. What's going on, Cullen? We got a man on first, bottom seventh, and Aaron Judge coming up. What's up, Cullen? Cullen, everybody saying, talking soccer, right on time. Cullen, right on time. And we didn't talk about it at all until he just showed up. Right on time, Cullen. Humongous soccer fan. Right. That is so funny that he shows up right when, Johnny's on. Let me go see it and watching the talking about soccer. I know, Rick, but I can't help it. That's the way I'm raised, man. I'm raised on, like, you have to prove your worth. People are like, you didn't watch Arsenal Liverpool? It's like, no. They're like, why not? Aren't you an Arsenal fan? Yes, I love Arsenal. But what's the point? There's nothing to be played for in the game. Nothing. I know, Rick, I know. Like I said, it's amateur. I'm admitting it's amateur hour with me, but I can't get into it. It's meaningless after that. Meaningless to me. I know about all the tournaments and everything else they play in and the whole thing. But once Liverpool wrapped it up, Premier League season was over for me, and I'll wait till they start again. Let's go, Judge. 3-0 on Judge. I think you're pitching around him to get to Cody Bellinger, who has an incredibly hot bat at the moment. Hot bat. So pick your poison right now. I mean, of course, you'd pick anybody over Judge, but it's 3-0. I don't think he's going to groove a fastball to him right now. Nope, walked him. Hey, Mr. Marine. Yep, Mr. Marine. Good day, Bruin. 20. Boom, there you go, Bruin. I knew you knew that. Angus, St. Louis Blues won the President's Trophy in 2000. They tossed the puck in their own goal in the first round of the playoffs. Yes. That's what I mean. Like when Boston Bruins set the record for most wins and the Golden State Warriors when they were 72-9. 72-9. And not only did they not win that year, they choked away a 3-1 finals series lead to LeBron and the Cavs. Choked away a 3-1 lead with two of those remaining three games in their own house. True story. By the way, in that series, just a fun fact. Hold on. First and second right now, 2-0 on Bellinger. Two and one. LeBron James in that series against the Warriors, when the Warriors choked away a 3-1 series lead, LeBron James led both teams in, hold on. Fouled off 2-2. Led both teams in blocks, points, blocks, assists, steals. Blocks, assists, steals. It was 5 categories, but he led him in all of them. I'm watching the game at the same time. Led him in points, blocks, steals, assists, and something else. But anyway, LeBron led both teams. Think about all those players on the Warriors. He led both teams. Does he get credit for that? No. They say, oh, it took LeBron 7 games to beat him. No. Run, Belly, run, Belly, run, Belly. He got him. He's safe. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Wow, Bellinger, that was a weird play by the pitcher. Oh, and rebounds. That was the other one, rebounds. Think about that. Points, assists, blocks, steals, and rebounds in a finals. If Michael Jordan had done that, that would have been chapter 11 in The Last Dance. They would have never stopped him. Against the greatest record-setting team, against a 72-9 team, all it comes down to is, it took him 7 games. No. It's not the way it went down. Well, anyway, that's the point. That was just a fun fact there. Bellinger, what a mess at first base. Grisham, I don't know why he didn't run home. Well, there's 2 outs. I don't know why he didn't run home. He might not have made it, though. I'll take that back. He might not have made it. Cullen, Brisbane stuff. Me too, Cullen. And the Hawks, too, for that matter. The Hawks, too. I took the ruse, I think, for the 3rd time in my entire life tipping, which has been about 3 years now, and they won. I took the ruse, and they won. Yeah, Brisbane killed me. And they were at the GABA. How did that happen? They were at the GABA and lost. Oh, here's Volpe with the bases loaded, 2 outs. You can forget it now. So much for that rally. He'll get out, I guarantee you. I want you guys to say, see, you're wrong. Volpe is up again with the bases loaded and 2 outs. One of the last people you want up in this situation. Yep, they get swept. Goodbye. Snazzy, I don't understand how a bunch of soccer leagues don't have playoffs. The MLS has playoffs, but I don't know why everybody else doesn't. They say because they have these tournaments, they have all these other things. Now, again, Snazzy, I'm amateur with the Premier Leagues and all these other leagues. MLS has playoffs. They make you prove your worth. The other leagues don't. You win the regular season, you're the champion. So the rest of the schedule doesn't matter what you do. 3-0 on Volpe. All right, Volpe, don't swing at anything and take a walk. Kind of like Edmonton in 86, Angus. Woo, boom. Nice, Bruin. Yes, kind of like that. Look at Tampa Bay Lightning. I've beaten this horse to death, right? I've beaten this point to death. Tampa Bay Lightning, number 1 record-setting team at the time, gets swept by the 8th-seeded team in the first round of the playoffs. Swept. Volpe took it, strike 1, 3-1. He needs to take another one. The asterisk on what? What I miss the asterisk? Here we go again, Bruin. Volpe swung at ball 4 and fouls it off. Asterisk on what? What did you put in that? 2012-2013 Chicago Blackhawks. That? I did say that, didn't I? I said the 2012-2013 Black. Did I not say that? What did I say, Bruin? Bruin, you're always confusing me, man. Look at that. Volpe swung at ball 4 again. Way inside. He swung at ball 4. He's going to strike out. 3-2 now. He's going to strike out. Oh. Here we go again, Bruin. Volpe up with the bases loaded. I hate sounding like I'm hating on him, but I'm hating on him right now. He just swung at ball 4. He's going to strike out. Watch, with the bases loaded. I hope he proves me wrong. I want him to prove me wrong. Here we go. 3-2. Struck out on ball 4. Volpe. Last guy you want up in this, besides Peraza. Last guy you want up in this situation. Volpe blows it again with the bases loaded. Great fielder, man. Last guy you want up in these situations. He always proves me right, and I hate that he proves me right. 3 ball 4s in a row, and he swung at all of them. Boy, he had 3-0. Here we go. Good old Volpe. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, you got me there, bro, and I forgot about that. All right. You can't just do that. You can't just throw asterisks out there at me like that. That's hilarious, man. I wouldn't have remembered that. Look at that, Bruin. Volpe. Volpe, bases loaded again with 2 outs. 3-0 count. He took the first strike, then swung at ball 4, fouled that off, swung at ball 4 again, fouled that off, and then struck out on ball 4. How do you strike out? And I called it. I said when it was 3-0, watch Volpe strike out. I called it. I wish I was proven wrong. Yes, he gets hits once in a while for the people that say, how can you hate Volpe? I don't hate him. I just don't want him up in these situations. I love him in the field. Great defensive shortstop. Liability at the plate. He just doesn't come through enough for me. Look at that. It's the second time in bases loaded, 3-0 count. The guy's throwing down and in at you, and they're balls, man. Yes, the first one you take, that was a strike. I can go on and on. How do you swing it? Right, he struck out. And come on. That's why when I saw Judge get on, then Bellinger got on, I'm like, wait a minute, Volpe's coming. Of course, Volpe's coming up. I'm trying to think of the guys on the Yankees I would want Volpe up in that situation over Peraza, over Pablo Reyes. I'd rather have Cabrera up than Volpe in that situation. I can't think of many other batters I would rather have up. I mean, I'd rather have him up over. He faced all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sinkers. Dude does not come through. Volpe does not come through. Once in a while he does, yes, but for the most part, don't want to see that guy when we need runs. Devin Williams out there now. Devin Williams has been pitching great lately. Man. He really has. Soto's up. That is, he has a great screwball, man. He calls it the airbender. Great screwball. You don't see many guys throwing screwballs anymore. And for those that don't know what a screwball is, it's like a right-handed pitcher throwing a ball that curves like it was coming from a lefty. So it curves to the right. What a great play by LeMahieu, and he got him. LeMahieu is like playing Gold Glove second base these past few games, man. Wow, what a play. And if a lefty's throwing a screwball, it curves back to the left. That's what a screwball is. James Morales, welcome into the basement, man. Subscribe bonus at the like button. Great inning, yeah. Great inning. And who are you a fan of, James? Must be a Met fan, right? Met fan? And that's okay because I like the Mets too. Everybody that knows me knows that. But I'm just more of a Yankee fan. Alonso up now, top of the 8th, 1 out. And he flew out. Whew, he just missed that. Alonso hit that real hard. Just a little too under it is all. And we'll take it. A little too under it. Rick, no pitch recognition from him. None. And it was funny is the more he swung at him, the first one he swung at to make it strike 2 that he fouled off, that was kind of close. I can kind of see that one, but the next 2 weren't even close. And just swinging at him. There's plenty of Yankee fans that just don't understand why I say that when you don't want Volpe up when you need a run. No, I don't. I want most of the lineup up before him. Didn't know him. Well, neither did I, bro, and just learned that one myself. Had no idea. Last time I tried to I would think so. Thrown behind bars. Vientos up. 2 outs. Devin Williams is pitching great since they put him back in the in a setup role, basically. What's that Florida score now? It's probably still 2 strikes now. Devin Williams about to get out of this inning. 2 strikes on Vientos, 3-0. Third hasn't even started yet. Colin, yeah. Last time I threw screwball, I got whiskey in a. Well, he calls it the airbender, but that's what it is. It's a screwball. No, Vientos fouls that off. Still 2-2, top of the 8th. 2 outs. Oh, he just fouled that off. I think that hit Wells in the hand. I don't know if the bat hit his hand or the boy, catcher is a rough job. Oh. Oh, that hit him where you don't want to get hit with the ball. All right, taking a breather, giving him a breather for a minute. Giving him a breather. All right, here we go. He's back on 2-2 right now. Two and two. Here we go. Williams struck him out. James, Dodgers fan. Okay, rooting for the Yankees because I can forgive Piazza as a Met. And to show you that I like over here, James, like you probably don't consider the Angels a rivalry game, right? You don't consider the LA Angels against the LA Dodgers as a rivalry game, right? Because I'm maybe a rare Yankee fan that doesn't consider the Mets a rival because they play in the National League. They're not a rival to me. It's a fun matchup during the season, unless we meet in the World Series, which we did, way back when, 2000. It's not a rivalry to me. I grew up loving Darryl Strawberry and Dwight Gooden and Gary Carter and Wally Backman. I loved watching those Mets teams, man. They were great. Mike Piazza. I like Mike Piazza. I have Mike Piazza jersey. I have a Strawberry jersey. I go for the Mets when they're not playing the Yankees. It's like the Angels and the Dodgers. That's not a rivalry. The San Francisco Giants or the Padres, that's a rivalry for the Dodgers more than the Angels would be, right? So a lot of people forget that Mike Piazza was on the Miami Marlins, Florida Marlins, whatever you want to call them. That'd be pretty cool if someone had a Miami Marlins, a Florida Marlins Mike Piazza jersey. He was there. Who was on there for like 2 weeks? He was like a pit stop going to the Mets. Silver Skyscraper, let's go Mets. I hear you, man. Hear you. Oh, you can't forgive Piazza for becoming a Met. Well, he went to the Marlins first, right? He went to the Marlins first. A lot of people forget. You might not have forgotten that, James. I'm just saying a lot of people in general forget. Domi, 3-1. He scored right off the bat in the third period, Bruin? Must have. Yeah, Padres are more of a rival. The Angels aren't a rival. The Mets aren't a rival of the Yankees. I don't care. I wasn't mad when Soto left the Yankees. I mean, we got Max Fried, Goldschmidt, Bellinger. We got other players instead of it, and Soto never promised he was going to stay here anyway. When the Yankees got Juan Soto, he said he was going to test free agency at the end of that year. He hadn't even played one game with the Yankees yet, and he stated that, and he went to the Mets. He's not even playing that great for the Mets right now. So I don't hate him, though. A lot of Yankee fans, I hate him. I was like, dude, it's not like he left and went to the Red Sox, a real rival of ours. He went to the Mets. Okay. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, did I want Soto? Yeah, I wanted Soto on the team. I'm not saying I didn't. But the people that are, like, all out hating on him, I'm like, he was here 1 year, and he didn't promise he was going to stay. I don't know. The Yankees are doing fine. We're doing fine. Eric Karros. Wow. Eric Karros. There's a name. Eric Karros. Wow, man. That's a good one right there. Strike 2 on Dominguez. Yeah, wow. Eric Karros. He was a great player. Gary Sheffield, another Dodger. Loved when we had Gary Sheffield, man. Loved it. Remember when he started with the Milwaukee Brewers? He was a third baseman when he first started with the Milwaukee Brewers. Yeah, Gary Sheffield. Steve Sachs. We got Steve Sachs. Mariano Duncan was our second baseman when the Yankees won the World Series in 1996. Mariano Duncan from the Dodgers. Boom, right here on the Yankees, second base, sure. Wow, yeah, there's a few Dodgers that I like playing for the Yankees. Gary Sheffield, wow, that was a name. He was on the Marlins for like a week. Yeah, Rick, he was like really fast. That's why a lot of people forget. It's like Wayne Gretzky on the St. Louis Blues. I actually have a picture of Wayne Gretzky on the St. Louis Blues. Like, he was there for like that. That's it. I don't know where we got that from, to be honest with you guys. My son had it. I don't know who got that. But I have it. Not crazy? St. Louis Blues. Like, how old is that? And how fast was that? DJ's been playing really well. Bottom of the 8th, man on first. All right, how about getting some runs now? Let's get Luke Weaver warmed up and get him in here. And I know the Mets got a rough road coming up. They're going to Boston after this, and then they have the Dodgers after the Red Sox. So the Mets got some real true test here. The Yankees got to pull this one out. Believe it or not, in the American League East, we're the only team with a winning record. Silver, my grandfather was a Brooklyn Dodgers fan. I live in Brooklyn. Nice. Amazed by a lot of new immigrants wearing Dodgers hats. When I asked them where the Dodgers originate from, they don't know. Brooklyn Dodgers. My father was a fan of the Brooklyn Dodgers and became a Mets fan. Automatically became a Mets fan because he hated the Yankees for obvious reasons. When I grew up, I always liked the Mets because my father did, but I drew more to the Yankees because we got Dave Winfield from the Padres, and we had Don Mattingly. We had, this great batting order. We had no pitching. We had no pitching back then. But as a kid, I was a huge Dave Winfield fan. And then Mattingly came along, loved him too. And Reggie Jackson, these are the players I grew up with. And then the Mets had Strawberry, Gooden, Carter, Wally Backman, Lenny Dykstra. One of the worst trades the Mets ever made was Lenny Dykstra and Roger McDowell for Juan Samuel. You're a Met fan, Silver? You must remember that. That was terrible. Lenny Dykstra and Roger McDowell for Juan Samuel, who stayed in New York for like half a season for a rental and then left. Boy, they gave up. And Roger McDowell was a great relief pitcher at the time. Very, I remember that one, man. My father was through the ceiling over that one. All right, DJ, 1 and 2, man, on first. 1 and 2 on DJ. Woo! 2 and 2. Oh, wait. Sorry, man. Yeah, they don't know. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people now, Silva, will tell you they're diehard fans of a team. Then you ask them about some stuff. I mean, you don't have to know everything, but some people can't even name 5 players on their own team. They're bandwagoners. Oh, DJ struck out on 100-mile-an-hour right down the pipe. Struck out. Yeah, Florida won that, man. Bruin, that's over. That's It's going to be – I want to see what the Canes do against the Panthers. The Canes just beat – they they threw the Capitals to the side in 5 games. Capitals were a tough team, so the Canes are tougher than people think. But I'm Oilers all the way. Oilers all the way. That's who I'm going for now. Wells, strike one. Piazza wasn't a trader to the Mets on the same day. I don't think he played for the Marlins. He was a trader that same day. Oh, he played for the Marlins. He definitely played for them, Mr. Marine. He did. He played for him. He definitely played for him. He didn't go right to the Mets. He went to the Marlins and then went to the Mets. He definitely did. That is cool, Silver. Yep. That's why you're a Met fan, Silver, right? That's why you're a Met fan, because your grandfather's a Brooklyn Dodger fan. You grew up in Brooklyn. So it's going to be Dodgers all the way. So you can't like the Yankees. You have to go for the Mets. I get that. I get it. Completely get it, man. That's just the way it goes. When the Mets gave up Kevin Mitchell, he hit 51 runs for the Giants. Very upset. Kevin Mitchell was a great utility guy for the Mets. Wore number 7. Kevin Mitchell wore number 7. That was on that great team with they had a lot of good utility players back. Remember Tim Tuffle? Tim Tuffle was a decent utility player back then. Kevin Elster was another one. Kevin Elster played for the Yankees for like a heartbeat. He was another utility guy in the Mets that was good. Kevin Mitchell was great. He's a great utility guy. Better than Kevin McReynolds. He should have been starting over Kevin McReynolds, Soar. He should have been starting over McReynolds. McReynolds never made any efforts. He never made any efforts chasing after balls, man. Ball got past him. He was like, I thought McReynolds was a lazy outfielder. Mitchell should have been over him most of the time. I remember when the Mets gave up Rafael Santana went to the Yankees, went shortstop to shortstop. Yep. Wells, that is going to drop in. Goes all the way to the wall. Wells getting a double, and Dominguez to third. So Yankees have second and third, 1 out. Can we get a run in, please? 1 out. Wells had a big hit there. Soto is now. I said this. You guys can look back. You guys know. Even when he was on the Yankees, I said Soto is not the greatest outfielder. He didn't even throw it to the cutoff guy. Boy, I'll tell you what. If Lindor wasn't backing that up, man, that ball would have gone to the wall. We would have scored runs. When the Mets gave up Kevin Mitchell, oh yeah. 51 home. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Silver. All good. Bruin, my father was a huge Piazza fan. Piazza was great for the Mets. He couldn't throw anybody. You could steal on Piazza like all day. You could steal on him all day. But I always argue he's the greatest hitting catcher of all time. People will go with Johnny Bench. Mike Piazza, to me, was the greatest hitting catcher of all time. He was. Vivas is up. Here's one of our new up-and-comers, Vivas. Yeah, I have an 86 Strawberry jersey. You guys have seen that. I'll always like Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry and David Cone can go to Old Timers Day for the Yankees and the Mets. They get cheered at both stadiums, man. They won rings with both. Oh, no, Cone did not win a ring with the he won a ring with the Blue Jays. He didn't win a ring with the Mets, but Strawberry did. Vivas. Strike 2. Come on, man. We need runs. Just get it. Just get a sacrifice fly. Get something. No doubt he was, but people are so loyal to Johnny Bench. Like, no, it can't be true. It is true. Mike Piazza is the greatest hitting catcher of all time. Now, if you're talking all-around player, well, Bench is the all-around better catcher. All-around better, like all around. But, hitting-wise, it's Piazza. Angus went there. Yep, but it's true. Angus is speaking the truth. Piazza was a better hitter than Bench. He was. People don't want to accept that, but it's true. It's true. I got yeah. I got it. Yep. When the favorite players and stuff, I told you guys, man, that's the 86 minutes. Yep. Vivas, 2-2 on Vivas. Three and two. This kid Vivas, man, he was 0-2. Now it's 3-2, and he's talking crap. This kid just came up from the minor leagues and like a couple weeks ago, I think, and he talks crap when he's at the plate. He's hitting like 170. Bandits up 9-8 entering the fourth period. How many periods is there in lacrosse, Gunnar? I don't know. Vivas is fouling off 101-mile-an-hour pitches. So we just need him to get a sac fly. I mean, get a hit, man, but just don't strike out. Don't strike out. Second and third. One out, dude. You cannot strike out here. Full count. Another foul off on 100 miles. He's just missing these, man. Just missing them, but staying alive. Vivas is this kid. I give him credit, man. He is 1,000% confident. He talks a lot. He's hitting He fouled off another 100-mile-an-hour pitch. You know what this guy's going to do? He's going to throw a changeup. He's been throwing 101, 102, 100. Watch him throw a split finger. He threw one split finger in this sequence, and it was 90 miles an hour. That's a huge drop-off from 101. Benj was my favorite player as a 7-year-old, but me being unbiased. There you go. Yankees score. Alonso threw a terrible ball to home. How did Alonso screw that up? Did you guys see that? What was Alonso? What was that? It grounded right to him, and he threw it. What happened there? Did it slip out of his hand? Hold on. Let me see this. Oh, he rushed the ball because Dominguez is fast. He did what Peraza did an inning or two ago when Acuna was running up the first base line. Whatever the case, Yankees are up 3-2, and everybody's safe. That was an error. We'll take it. A rare error by Alonso. He rushed the throw. Oh, man, get Luke Weaver warmed up. Let's go. Gunner, there's 4 periods. Okay, thanks, Gunner. Cullen, I've actually heard of Strawberry, but that's only because he was on the sim. Goldschmidt is up. Goldie Goldschmidt, let's go. First and third, 1 out. Let's go, Goldschmidt. Now we got our guys coming up. Goldie, Judge, Bellinger. Oh, no, I think it's Goldschmidt, Grisham. Then whatever. We got people that get a bet. Oh, bro, he definitely is. But you'll get people arguing that for bench all day long. You'll get it, and I get it. Just like the people that argue with me. How come you don't want Volpe up when people are on, man? Volpe, you know what he is? Yeah, a guy that doesn't come through most of the time. On defense, love him. But Johnny Bench, it's just Bench has to be the greatest. He's the greatest. Yes, greatest. You know what it is, Bruin? Is they think you're comparing them as an overall catcher. Oh, Goldschmidt with a big hit. Wells comes in. Goldschmidt remember when we got him, the papers were like, well, he's older. He didn't have a great season last year. His second half was okay. Goldschmidt is killing it. 4-2 Yankees. Oh, that was the insurance run we need. Boom. Beautiful Goldie. Now, these are the players we wouldn't have had. Now, yeah, Bruin, going back to what you were saying, people think they're comparing an overall catcher. Yeah, Johnny Bench defensively is like night and day better than Piazza defensively. It's not even – Piazza's not even in the same ballpark. He's not even in the parking lot when it comes to defensive catching. There's a bunch of guys that are better defensive catch. Johnny Bench blows him away defensively, but hitting, it's not – I'm sorry. Sorry, Piazza's the best hitting catcher And to me, it's not even close. Cullen comedian on JB. Yep, no doubt. Yep. Oh, Rick. Rick jumps in with the cheese ball. Now, Rick, that song's going to be in my head for the rest of the night. Thanks. And Rick, by the way, thank you for the RIP to Rocco on the shorts. Thank you. I saw that. Thank you. Thank you. That was cool. And I was told the guys, Rick, we're at commercial right now. They're switching pictures. I told the guys, if you ever want to visit with Rocco, just go to the shorts in my videos or go to any of the live streams where, you pick him up or you can hear him barking or whatever. But the short videos, he's in there. Rick, thank you very much for that shout out on the short video. Thank you. That was awesome. I meant to comment back on that, as a matter of fact. I meant to comment back on that. I'm going to. But thanks, Rick. Good stuff. More like class clown. Yep, he is. Class clowns are the coolest people in class. They are. I was one. Who are the PGs? Boy, man, what did they beat Toronto last time in their house? 6-0? Did they beat them 6-0 last time or 6-1? This is a joke. Oh, my gosh. One second, guys. You notice how with the pitch count, and they always talk about how quick these games are now, the pitch count slows games down, blah, blah, blah. Boy, when it's on ESPN, the games are like three hours plus. Grisham up with first and second, and one out. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Getting all my Yankee family texting me right now. I missed that goal. Well, don't worry, Bruin. I'm sure you'll see the next 3 that'll happen this period. Boy, way to show up in your own house, Toronto. Wow, for Game 7, way to show up in your own house. Boy, are the Panthers making them pay for beating them in Florida. Boy, they're making them pay for that. Yeah, Rick, that was so cool, man. That's why I got Rocco's. He's with us all the way. Nope, with us all the way, man. I know, Rick, I got to tell you, man, other people have asked, I got to tell you, it feels weird. It's probably going to for a little while. It feels weird down here without him. It really does. It's like when I walked down here, turned the game, when I was setting up, I felt it right here like, man, Rocco is not here, man. He's not here. But, time will take care of it. So much appreciated to all you guys. Had great messages on the Discord. It is hard. It's hard for our family. So, but, he was really, really, really bad in the last few days there. He was really bad. So Grisham works a walk. Can you imagine? Now, I said this to a couple of people, and they were like, oh, my gosh, are you kidding me? Do you even know what you're talking about? No, Trent Grisham is not better than Juan Soto. But I said he's playing better this season than Juan Soto is. And by the way, not for nothing, Trent Grisham is a better outfielder than Juan Soto is anyway. I mean, he is a better outfielder than Juan Soto. Hitter-wise, no, not even close, regardless of what's going on right now. But fielding-wise, yeah, he is way better. Angus, I love Joe Morgan as a player, yes, but he was a torturer as an announcer. He did that with John. Come on. They did the Sunday night games together. Joe Morgan and John. Come on, Angus. Somebody help me out. Bases loaded, Aaron Judge up. What's his name? Come on, John. Come on. This is humiliating because he's a great announcer. He was the most repetitive sports announcer that my ears have ever heard. Joe Namath was pretty bad, Angus. I got to tell you, Joe Namath was a pretty bad announcer. It was one of the worst I ever heard. He did Jet games way back when. It was pretty bad. I hear you on that, though. Judge was going for a grand slam there, but missed it. 1-2. Come on, help me out. John what? Angus thought Morgan was a good announcer. He fit in well with everybody. Come on, John Milner. It wasn't John Milner. John Miller, yes. Oh, Judge struck out. Come on, Aaron. You can't strike out. The base is loaded. It's hard to rip on Aaron Judge, though. He got away with a hanging curveball, and Judge committed too soon and struck out. He tried to hold up too late. Can you imagine being a young pitcher like Cabrera? Got to face Judge with the bases loaded. He lucked out. He struck him out. Now you got Bellinger, who's a hot hitter right now. Yeah, typo, Angus, typo. Or did you do that on purpose? Bellinger! Boom, 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 boom! Bellinger with the grand slam. What? Belly bomb. What? Wow. And these are the two guys we got when we didn't get Juan Soto, Bellinger and Goldschmidt. 8-2. What? And Cabrera was probably thrilled when he got Judge out with the bases loaded and Bellinger. Oh, my gosh. Volpe's up, so the inning's over now. 2 outs, Volpe's up. No, now he probably will get a hit because all the runs have been scored now. Now Volpe probably will get a hit. Watch Volpe get a hit now since there's no pressure. Oh, no, maybe he'll strike out anyway. Not a typo. I'm better with a laptop. Okay, at least you admitted it, Angus. At least you admitted it. I knew Milner didn't sound right, but, Angus, you helped me out anyway. I figured it out from there. Volpe 0-2. Oh, my gosh, man. Wow. Bellinger, he has turned it on. Mr. Marine, Rocco was main point in JB's stream. Yep, we all asked for him since you started the stream YouTube channel. Yes, sir. And you're the OG of OGs, Mr. Marine. You know it. You know it. Yep, you know it. You know it, man. Amen. That's why you'll see that. I'm going to get these framed. I'm going to get these framed and have them all nice one big frame. We'll put it up there. All his jerseys. And when his ashes come in, yep, he'll be down here with us. He'll be down here with us. Wow, belly bomb, man. Yep. Well, let's see here. Mr. Marine, I am pinning that message. Boom. That message is pinned. Good job. I knew when I told everybody, posted it in the Discord about Rocco, I said, man, Mr. Marine's going to be hit hard with this one when I come back on and do a live stream, because I knew you didn't know. So I said, man, this is going to hit him hard too. Yep. Does not feel the same without Rocco. Yeah, it is. Look at Volpe, grounds out anyway. I told you that would be our third out. So there it is. I know you're used to him barking, hey guys, I got to take Rocco out now. Yep, all that. Yeah, you used to hear him barking and want a snack, or he'd be waking up right now. Yep. I know it. It does. I'm telling you. When I was setting up, I felt it right here. I'm like, man, Rocco's supposed to be like sitting there, you know, I give him a snack before we started the game, all of it. And yeah, and even when I shut this down, and when we finish this up in the 9th inning now, when I shut everything down, you know, I turn the lights out. It's just, you know, he's not down here anymore. And it just feels very weird because I picture him here and his water bowl in the back. You guys remember you'd see him walking around behind the couch and go over to his water bowl and then come back around, come walking up here, and then he'd come right here and start doing his yips and his little barks that, all right, now, dude, I'm awake. Now you got to take me out. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It's weird, man. It's weird. It's really weird. So it's an adjustment for all of us, guys. But like I said, you guys, the messages and all the heartfelt things you guys have done, appreciate it, man. We'll never let his memory die. Never. Angus, feel weird it can be. Yep, it does. 100%. And I can admit to you guys, that's why I told you guys I couldn't come on here for the Celtics and the Knicks. I would not have kept it together. I wouldn't have kept it together, man. Family is very upset over it. I've cried more times than you know and probably will again. Yep. He was very close buddy, man. He was my buddy. Yep. Family member to all of us. He was just so important to this whole family. But 14 years is great. And Max, again, I'm going to post a picture of Max and Rocco in the Discord. Max was 15. That was my trucking partner. So you guys didn't get to know Max. He was already, when I started on YouTube, he had just passed away. Max had just passed away when I started then. I wasn't live streaming. I started in 21. Max passed away in March of 22. So I wasn't live streaming yet when he passed away. So you guys wouldn't have known him. But you would have loved him too. Going to the top of the 9th now. This game's going to be wrapped up. I mean, it better be wrapped up. So you're going to come out to pitch now. I wouldn't waste the Weaver now. Boy, when they got the 1-run lead on Alonso's error throw to home plate, I was like, man, we need more than 1 run. I'd like an insurance on it. Boom. I didn't know we were going to get, you're going to get up to 8 run. We have a 6-run cushion here. Brandon Nimmo's up. Tim Hill's out there. 0-2 on Nimmo. I like Tim Hill. I'm glad they signed him back. He was a free agent for a while after last season. I said, man, we need this guy back. I like Tim Hill. Phil Esposito. Phil Esposito, always a Bruin. I know when he was on the Rangers, but he wasn't very good on the Rangers. He was a Ranger announcer. I think that was Mr. Marine. Correct me if I'm wrong, or Snazzy. Pretty sure Phil Esposito was Sam Rosen's first telecast partner. Was he not? I think he was, right? I think he was. I think he was his first one. Then John Davidson, then Joe Micheletti, right? Pretty sure was John Davidson first. Then no, Esposito was first. All right, 0-2. All right, Brandon Nimmo fouling 3 balls off in a row. Look at that. What did I tell you, Bruin, when you said you missed that last goal? I said they'll probably score 3 more, and there's one. Marchand, he looks so weird, Bruin. Bruin, he looks so weird in a Panthers jersey. It's like Steven Stamkos on the Predators. It just doesn't look right, right? Looks very weird. Stamkos in a Predator jersey and Marchand in a Panther jersey. It looks so bizarre, man. Brandon Nimmo's fouled off like 5 balls in a row. Nimmo, another foul. Rocco, big yawn after sleeping, and JB saying, that's right. That's exactly what he would do. That's exactly what he would do. Yep. He'd get up, pick him up. He'd have the big yawn. Like I said, you ever want to visit him, pull up my video shorts or go to a live stream. You know, in the first 12 minutes of any of my live streams, you know that he gets picked up in there. You know he's usually picked up in the beginning of anything. So usually in the first 12 to 15 minutes of any of my live streams, you'll see him. And go to my video shorts like Rick did. Rick posted an RIP Rocco on one of the video shorts. Boy, Nimmo's fouled off like 9 balls in a row. It's 1-2. It's Tim Hill. I'll put it this way. Tim Hill has thrown 10 pitches, and Nimmo's fouled off like 9 of them. Maybe not 9, but at least 7. So, yeah, if you want to visit him, that's where he is. I've already done it. I've done it myself. Boy, Nimmo is just – what did I tell you guys earlier about a guy that's gritty at the plate, Brandon Nimmo? Yep. Amen. That's what he would do. All right. Pitch 12th pitch of this at bat. 2-2. Boy, oh boy, Nimmo is a fighter, man. He's a fighter. Another foul. This is the 14th pitch of this at bat. 14th. Finally flies out to to Bellinger. Excuse me, to Bellinger. It does, man. It does. It does. Like I said, when I shut it down, I usually take him out again for the final time of the night. But, at night he would sleep down here because his arthritis was so bad. And we have floors up there. We don't have carpet, so it was hard for him to walk without slipping all over the place. So the basement was his zone, and outside in the summertime. So usually I would dim the lights at night. Ground out to Volpe. 2 outs. 1 to go. I would dim the lights at night for him, and go to sleep. And now turning the lights off completely is weird. It's weird. And when I'm watching the game, if I'm home just watching TV down here, the game, I would sit at that couch and like my arm, sometimes be hanging over the armrest there. And he would come around from the back of the couch, and my hand would be leaning over here, and he'd come up under my hand and be bumping my hand for me to pet him. Yeah, and then he would lean into the side of the, lean in like that so I could get give him the full body rub like while I'm sitting there like that. So, yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. Alvarez. 2 outs, nobody on. It does, man. It's going to be weird for everybody for a while, guys. It's just going to be weird. It really is. It's sad, and we'll get through it, guys. We'll get through it. Slow grounder goes foul. Slow grounder goes foul. Nothing's on tomorrow night. Knicks. What time? I know the Knicks are on Wednesday, but what time are they on? Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Wednesday at 8 o'clock, which means Eastern Conference Finals. Wednesday at 8 means they're probably going to not start till 8:30 because they're going to talk for a half hour. All right, 1-2 on Alvarez. Nope, 2-2 on Alvarez. What a way to lay down like dogs in your own house. What did they lose, Bruin? What did they lose the last game at home? Was it 6-1? It was something like that, right? They got blown out at home. You had a 2-0 lead. We knew they weren't going to sweep Florida, but you had a 2-0 lead. And then you lose the 3 in a row. Alvarez grounds out to Volpe. That should do it, guys. Yankees, 8-2 is your final. 8-2 is your final. The Yankees wrap it up in style. Wrap it up in style. Wow, now the Mets got to go on to play. Now I'm going to be rooting for them. They're going on to play the Red Sox. They're going up to Fenway Park next, so I will be going all in for the Mets. And then they play the Dodgers after that. So this is a true test of the Mets thing. The Mets only had 3 hits tonight, by the way, guys. Max Fried, another great outing. So they dropped 2 out of 3 of the Yankees. We want the Mets to sweep the Red Sox. Take out your anger on the Red Sox. We could use that. Take it out on them. Great game by the Yankees here, guys. Great game. I would imagine it is dead quiet there right now. So, all right, guys, I think the Yankees play again on Tuesday. They play Tuesday? I think they don't play tomorrow, so they play Tuesday. I don't even know who they're playing. Who they're playing? Texas. I think we see Kyle. Remember Kyle Higashioka? He comes back to the stadium on Tuesday. I always like Kyle. I always like Higgy, man. I always like them. So does not feel the same. Seems quiet. Yep. All right. Yeah, it is, man. It is. And now it's just quiet in here. When I shut it down, it's just quiet. And it's sad. It is sad, and it's always going to be sad for me. I'm still sad, man. I really am, guys. But you guys helped me out today. You guys really helped me out today. I'm glad I came on. I was feeling it before I came on. I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to go on. You guys really helped me out today. You really, really helped me out today. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. You really helped me out big time. Phil has read that. Bizarro World does read that. School. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. They don't. Yeah. Shiny. Right. At least like if you did that in like Boston, if Boston laid an egg like that, or the Rangers, like in a final game like that at home, they'd be getting booed, man. Right, Bruin? They'd be booing to no tomorrow. Deservingly so. They'd be getting booed. Big time. Rocco was the last part of the stream. His face is the last thing we see with you. Not, yeah. Yep. That's right. Yep. I know. Guys, I know. It ain't easy for me to turn this off and not taking them out and shutting the lights off down here. Not easy, man. Not easy. So like I said, you want to visit with them, pull up one of my video shorts, pull up any live stream. Somewhere in the first 15 minutes, you'll see them. You'll hear them. At the end, all of it. You can always visit with them, and that's what we got right now. And I will always keep those videos because that's what I got with them too. So as we go along, guys, we'll get through it together. I will see you guys probably Tuesday. I know the Knicks start Wednesday night, so we'll do that. We'll do these games, man. I'm not going to be a ghost. I'll be around. You guys really helped me out tonight, very much so. Thank you very much, guys. Always good to be on here. Good seeing you guys too. Florida wins 6-1. Way to lay down at home, Toronto. Way to lay down. Shout out to Rocco, the greatest basement mascot, greatest family member to this entire household. Our entire household, from Rock, myself, and the kids. Loving memory of our basement mascot, Rocco, 2011 to 2025. Guys, I'll see you soon. And again, thank you very much. All right, we'll talk. Catch you all soon. And looks like we'll be doing probably Tuesday with the Yankees. All right. That's it. All right, guys. Have a great night. See you in a couple days. That's it. I'm out.